It's the Five of Hills Footy with you once again as we welcome you to Filming Footy's global live stream from Balhannah Oval. Jeff Pistola here with the Call to Wild team for the HFL Division 1 round 18 A-grade clash between the hosting Onka Valley Bulldogs and Uraidla districts, which concludes the 2023 minor rounds campaign. And of course, things certainly warm up as the finals approach, and a man who always likes it hot in the kitchen is alongside me, Benny Goldfitch. Good afternoon, Ben.
Bit cold this morning, Pistols. A bit overcast. I was thinking it was going to be a bit cloudy today, but the sun's out. You can see the moon to my left as well. It's fantastic
Really?
conditions here
Can
from
you see the
Balhannah Oval.
Indian,
That's right, just looking. You can see it up there on the left.
We can, indeed.
Yeah, see it right now. Anyway, beautiful conditions.
Well, I can tell you, I saw on Facebook this morning, Benny, there was a post from Nan Oval. Must have been the mini Colts game, and it was completely blanketed with fog.
Yes.
And as you said, here we are on the last Saturday in winter.
It's fantastic.
And, yeah, great scenes here. Nice and bright. Telling you things, bright. Not a lot gets past this man on the statistical front. The numbers man who makes it all add up. Good afternoon to Jaden J.U.
Cheers, thanks Pistols. Goldie, great to be here back at Balhannah to cover Uraidla for the first time, and Onka's last week as well, so it should be a great game, and Uraidla has the third best points for. So it'll be interesting to see how the attacking will go today with the head-to-head count between these two teams since 2010, 18-8 in 26 outings, so pretty one-sided for Uraidla there.
All right. As we know, boys, behind every great team there are those who make it possible to climb all the mountains, all the way from Nepal is our wonderful producer, the Sherpa Salish. Good to have him on board. And also this afternoon, we are joined by Evan Parker behind the lens on top of the van, bringing you all the vision, as you can see at the moment here in the reserves game. So welcome to Evan for the day. So, and again, a big thank you to our Call the Wild stream media supporters, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Dartfish and HFL sponsors, Police Credit Union, Closey Supermarket, West End Sports Bar, Sharon, Courier Newspaper, Rossdale Homes and Think Road Safety, and of course Sports Centre. And of course, as we say each and every week, thank you very much to the valuable match day supporters of the respective clubs, and today for the Onka Valley Football Club, they are Jaden J.
Yeah, so Closey's Supermarket, the Mighty South Aussies Food Land, Obank Hotel, Bird in Hand, and also Adcock Real Estate.
And of course, the visiting Uraidla District's Demons would like to thank McGill Tyre Centre, Bridgestone Tyres, FX Technology Managed, Mount Barker Bottle and Can. Had a few cans already. Sexton Glover and Watts Real Estate, and Tapanapa Australia Winery. So thank you once again to the community sponsors of the football clubs, as we can see the at the moment the reserves game, and at the moment Uraidla well in control, 10-5-65, leading the Dogs 3-3-21. It's probably warrants their positions on the premiership ladders, I think. Jaden, I think Uraidla getting ready for finals. In fact, they're sitting in third spot, and Onka's outside in seventh spot. No chance of playing finals, so just going through time here. But obviously the Demons, as their A-grade side, are currently sitting in third spot, as we see the Onka Paringa Valley senior list on the screen there, and we can tell you a couple of changes. Benny, I think Will Fernhead, number 10, and doubled at number 20, Connor Mildy, are both away at the moment in Bali.
Yes.
And a late withdrawal, Jaden, is the big fella, the skipper, Jake Adcock, is out of the team. But, Angus Soot, number 51.
Good observation there, Joe.
Will come into the team. But apart from that, the Dogs and pretty good nick, virtually the same as they were when we saw them last week. A pretty good effort. And Uraidla Districts.
Yeah, so good on Dean Turlick there, and Thomas Jeff as well. Scott Taylor, he was best on ground last week. He's had a good season as well. And Nathan Remnant, Angus Clark, we saw him kick 6 against Nan one day as well. And Cooper Nykamp come over from Harndorf. And Tom Kluvenek as well, the joint skipper with Matthew Slade, Harry Allen, and and obviously Nick Amato kicked a great goal right in front of us last year against Mount Barker, I believe. So it should be a great game.
Well, I was going to say, right, virtually in the same
Harry Allen.
spot.
Yeah, Harry Allen, yes.
Harry Allen, the X Factor to beat Mount Barker in what was a rather riveting and exciting first semi-final clash, I believe. But as you can see the scoreboard in the background, as we said in the last quarter here. 4 minutes in.
Yep, so we've got some. Yep. Well, Pistols pre-game. We've been out and about.
As usual. Yes.
Lots of people wanted to go up, have a chat to us. We'll start off with interview we did out here with the Uraidla District's A-grade coach Matt Down. So we'll get that one rolling first and then see where we go from there. Yep. Okay. Pre-game here from Balhannah Oval, round 18. Big clash today, Onka Valley up against Uraidla Districts, and we're joined by Uraidla coach Matt Down. Matt, big game for the guys. Ultimately, the aim finished double chance. Your thoughts on today's clash?
Yeah, it's not going to be an easy game by any stretch. Onka's a very good side, and they've, as I said to you boys during the week, they've taken it up to some good sides this year, and I think probably the most important thing is for us to get off to a good start, something that we've sort of struggled with over the last sort of month, 6 weeks. If we do that, I think we'll have a good chance.
How are you finding the standard of competition this year, now as coach?
It seems a lot easier from this side of the boundary line. It wasn't that easy when I was out there, but I think the top sides, the top 5 sides, are pretty even. Obviously, Harndorf have been the bench setters for a long time, and they continue to be the case. I think the side's going to have to play really well to knock them off at the end of the year, but there's a few sides nipping at their heels, and hopefully we're one of those come crunch time. Yeah, last year's final series, Dean Turlick just got a bit of an injury, but this year's ready to go. The importance of him heading into finals with his experience, obviously SNFL, AFL, and now at the Hills. Yeah, he's super important. He's been a leader on field for me all year. It's fantastic to bounce some ideas off him come break time. I think what's been great is that he's been building this year. He got a bit of a knock probably the second game of the year, which made him miss the third round against Harndorf, but particularly the second half of the year, I think a lot of our form has sort of mirrored his. And to be able to have him out there, he's always going to draw an opponent, which hopefully means that some of the other forwards or midfielders are able to get their hands on the ball as a result.
Are you enjoying, you've blooded quite a few youngsters this year as well. Tell us about that and how that's been for you as a coach, seeing the development of the younger guys.
Yeah, that's probably one of the highlights for me for this year, to be honest with you. To be able to have some young kids come into the side, and I guess that's not something that we've been renowned for over the years. I know in my time playing, we didn't have a lot of juniors coming through. Unfortunately, that was something that we struggled with during my playing days. But one of my thrills this year is to be able to see those young kids coming into the side, and not only coming in but also contributing as well. I think 2 out of the 3 boys this year, in the handful of games that they've each played, have been the best players, which I think is a really good sign for the future.
Before we let you go, thanks very much once again. How did you like to go about it pre-game in terms of your preparation, and how do you like to go about it now as coach and allowing the lads to do their thing?
Yeah, it's quite funny. I think as a coach, I would have, as a player, I would have hated me as a coach. I'm probably a little bit more structured as a coach. I think in Scotty and Luke's days, I might have listened to half a dozen words that had been said during a pre-game speech, and I know there's probably a few boys that like to go about things in their own way, and I think it's finding that balance between the team and the individual, and letting boys prepare in their own way. I think there's a time where we all come together, but outside of that, giving the boys the freedom to prepare as they need to.
No dramas, and I'm guessing you'll have one ear also down the road for Chunga, seeing what the score line is there, and it should be an interesting day coming up.
Yeah, it will be. I think it's going to be an interesting day. I think obviously first and foremost we need to take care of business here. It becomes completely irrelevant if we don't do our thing, and then I think as soon as the game's done and dusted, depending on what the scoreline is, we'll click on our phones to be able to check out what's going on down the road.
All the best for today and the coming weeks.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate your time.
Cheers. Thanks, Matt. All right, welcome to pre-game here from Balhannah Oval, round 18, Hills Football League Division 1. A-grade action, Onka Valley versus Uraidla Districts. Great privilege of joined by Zach Dent ahead of this contest. You've got a few people watching on here from the outer. Zach, good weather today. There's a spring weather in the air. You guys obviously one win last year, now into the finals. How are you feeling?
Yeah, very good. Like you said, it's starting to feel like finals weather, really. So, as you say, one win last year, now we're playing finals, which is good to see. So, yeah, feeling good.
Did you, in terms of, you played much finals yourself, like juniors and reserves and that sort of stuff?
Juniors, I won a flag in senior Colts,
okay.
And then I was in a grade grand final against Harndorf and lost that one. But no, it's been a bit up and down. haven't played too much final series, but yeah, hopefully we get through, go deep this year.
Be looking forward to the firmer decks and rather than the muddy sort of grounds that we've had this year.
100%, definitely, especially after last week playing at Harndorf when it was really muddy. So, looking forward to it.
What are you expecting from Uraidla today? The game last time you played them was wet and windy day at Uraidla, so as you said, the sun's out today, so they're trying to finish in the top 3.
Yep.
Your expectations today?
Oh, they'd probably be really aggressive at it. Like you said, they're looking for a top 3 spot, so your chances are a bit better when you're in the top 3, isn't it? So they'll come out hard, and so are we. We're looking to go with good form into finals and shake things up a bit.
What was the takeout from last week's game against Harndorf? Because you're leading into the second half, so lots of positives.
Yeah, lots of positives. We can, I guess, keep up with the top teams, but we just got to maintain it for longer. And another test against Uraidla today will be a good one.
And just finally, how do you like to go about preparation for yourself about this time?
Oh, just keep it the same. Just come in, watch the twos, boys, and go on at half time and get ready. And nothing too special, but yeah.
All right, all the best, Zach,
Thank you very much.
and for the finals as well.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, pre-match here before a very important game. We're joined by one of Onka's most reliable players, Tommy Mayo. Tom, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Looking forward to the big game today. It's a prelude to next week, the finals.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it'll be a good test for us. I think we might end up playing them 2 weeks in a row. I think the way things are going to play out. So, yeah, really good test for us, and hopefully we can play the footy we want to play. It's a nice day out there, so it's going to suit us, I think.
Beautiful. And you probably appreciate the final, the ground here compared to last week, mate. A little bit boggy. As you know, we did that game. It was very impressive, Onka's their first half. What did you take out of the game last week against the undefeated competition favourites?
Yeah, I think for us it was just our pressure. That was the focus coming into the game, and we knew that our best footy can stick it with the best sides. So, yeah, it was just pressure around the ball, and like all good teams are going to cough up the footy at times if you pressure them. So that was the plan.
And a great performance this year from Onka's, just the one win last year. And they've had a few players return to the club, but a new coach. The club must be on a real resurgence this year.
Yeah, definitely. We feel like we're on the right track. It was a pretty tough year last year. I wasn't around, but it's good to see this year we've got a few more people on board, and Watsy's been really good as coach. He's brought a lot of experience and a good structure, and all the boys getting behind him, so it's been good.
Just with your footy last year, Tom, where'd you play? Just fill us in.
Oh, I had the year off last year. I didn't play at all. Yeah, I moved away for work, so I just had a break. I was over in Port Lincoln on the EP, so
tuna fishing or something different.
Yeah, kingfish actually.
Kingfish,
yeah. Played footy like all my life, so it was nice to have a year off and refresh. And
yeah. So the body, as you said, feeling like a new recruit, I guess.
Yeah, feeling good. So it's been really good.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah. All right, mate. All the best. Well done today. And all the best for the finals. As you said, it'd be exciting times because you would have played the last time Onkas did make the final, the grand final, etc.
Yeah, we had a few good years then. We played in the grand final and made a fair way through the finals, and just got tipped by Lobie and won the finals in the end. But yeah, it'd be good to play finals again and we'll see how we go.
All right, mate.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Good to see you back, and woof woof.
Yeah.
All right, here we are, continuing on in the Balhannah club rooms, and we're joined by the under 14. Some of the Onka Valley girls, under 14s. All right, let's go left to right. Introduce yourselves and maybe just have a bit of a chat. So who we got?
I'm Amelia Hanson,
Yep.
and I go for the Crows.
Good.
I'm Elsie Thring and I go for Collingwood.
That's good.
I'm Eliza Spears and I go for Port.
All right. And how long have you been playing football now?
A few years.
Yep.
Yep.
Like it?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. How'd you go this year?
We got third.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what positions? We'll go here.
I kind of play everywhere. Like, I don't know. I used to play forward, but now I'm started to play mid and back.
Yep.
A bit more.
Yeah, same with her.
Yep.
Yeah, mid and back.
And what do you enjoy about playing in the hills in the footy?
I like tackling people.
Good.
Yes,
Yep.
tackling is just good fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you enjoy coming out and watch a good community day here at Balhannah? What do you
Yeah.
like about the club?
I like seeing everyone and like cheering on my club.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same?
Yeah, and you get to see your friends.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so you're all in under 14s next year, or you go up?
I'm going up.
You're going up 17s?
Yeah.
Looking forward to that?
I'm going to be leaving all of these guys,
Oh,
so
they'll come
not
up.
really.
You're 14 still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I'll be 14s.
And what's the predict? I mean, obviously you'd love to be in there, but who's you predicting tomorrow for the under 14 grand final?
I'm hoping the Roos, Mount Barker.
Mount Barker?
Yeah, Roos.
Oh, I was thinking Hindorf.
There you go. Good work. All right. And what about Onkas today? Do you think they'll win against Uraidla?
Yep, they'll get the job done.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Well, we're live. So we're back. We're back, aren't we? Here we are, Balhannah Oval, and there were some interviews there. Don't go anywhere. Half time. Pistols is going to have a chat to our man Shane Collins. Meantime,
Todd Price was the goal. No. Apparently the academy boy, part-timer, it's called the ball out of bounds, but that would have been a remarkable goal. Actually, confusion reigns here.
we got the third. Are we going? Can we
Might
go
have
up
got
to the
scares.
review? Can we go upstairs for
It's
a
the
review?
goal stand. If so, it was a goal umpire. What's
Is that the goal umpire? Is it?
yeah, not the official. Oh, only behind, but all right. Now, boys, last game of the Division 1 minor rounds. Both these teams will be playing finals. I put it to you, did it come in all guns blazing or enter with an eye on the following weekend? They're similarly matched, Jaden. Uraidla have scored 4 goals more and have conceded about 10 goals less. Dogs have 9 wins and a draw. Uraidla with 11 wins, and they've actually won the last 4 outings against the Doggies. So.
Yes, correct, Pistols. And there's been some close encounters here at Balhannah Oval between the two teams. 2 points, 3 points, and also 9 points as well. And pretty recently, the 2-point and 3-point margins in the last couple of years or so, the biggest margin between the two teams is actually at 97 points, round 12, 2019, where Onka got the chocolates that day.
Yes.
But like I said, it has
That's a
been,
grand final year.
and yes, it has been. Yes. Points, and that is the third least points in general out of all the clubs. So that's behind Hindorf conceded 201 and Nan have only conceded 132. So Uraidla's defence has been pretty good. Uraidla lost their first 3 away games this year, but they won their last 5. So they've got a pretty good record. Onkas have only lost 2 home games this season, which was in round 6 and round 8 against Hindorf and Nan as well. Obviously, they had the draw against Blackwood a couple of weeks ago. So it will be very interesting to see how Onkas go. They have an average winning margin this year of 60, and the average winning margin at home is 67. So the 7 points better here at Balhannah Pistols.
I think you did mention third best attacking side in the Division 1 comp being Uraidla. Onka's having the worst defence of the top 5, so that really boils down to, although if you go back to last week when they played Hindorf in a very good game of footy up to half time, they actually led.
Yep.
Because the 2 Zacks down there.
Yeah, I was going to say, like
Johnston and Kuiper.
Yeah. Well, last time we were here, Benny, Zach Kuiper put on an absolute clinic.
Well, you gave him the
gave him the Archies and the beanie. He took about 45,000 intercept marks, I think. So he was unreal that day. So yeah, like you said, Zach Jewel Dent as well, and Ben Jeffries as well, not playing today though, but it'll be very interesting to see how they go.
As we look at the come out the 19 minutes just about expired here in the reserves game, as we have some nice aerial shots from the drone there. They might be taken from the Indian landing on the moon there, Benny.
Yeah, perhaps, absolutely.
Perhaps.
Great
Yes,
work by our man.
great work there from our man Salish. As I said, reserves, Uraidla 15-7-97 are going to run out. Big winners for the Bulldogs 3 inside the last 90 seconds of the reserves curtain raiser here. But perfect conditions, I'd say, for footy. As we said, the last Saturday in winter in the hills for season 2023, and very good conditions. As the siren has sounded, so I can tell you, Uraidla have won the B grade 15-7 to 3, Jaden J. So they'll be looking to do the senior double here this afternoon, the Dogs. The Demons, sorry.
Yeah, exactly. And well done to Uraidla there. Good boost for finals. So well done to them. A few other games in the B grade which are pivotal for the top 5. Nan and Mount Barker as well. If Nan can win that, they might slide into double chance. But it'd be very interesting to see the other results today. As you see the team shaking hands here at the moment. So like I said, the overall head-to-head count between the two teams since 2010 in the 26 outings is 18-8. Uraidla take home that battle. And then the head-to-head at Balhannah, Onka Pringa 5, Uraidla 8 in the 13 outings. So like you said, Uraidla have won the last 4. Onka's won by 3 points in 2021 in round 1, won by 2 points here in round 4 2020. So some close encounters there too. The average margin between the two teams is 37.26, and the average margin here is quite similar, 35.46 between the two teams.
Very well done, as per usual. As the Northern Demons, Uraidla are out on the ground in readiness. There's a good crowd in the house. As I said, only about 8 kilometres up Green Hill Road separates the two sides, so it's a bit of a local derby.
Yes.
And great weather, so it's attracted a good crowd in the house here this afternoon. As I said, potentially Uraidla are playing for that third spot. They hold it at the moment. It all come down to mathematical. I don't know if you've sorted that one out, but we worked out something like 111 points between Mount Lofty and Uraidla at the moment, both on equal points, wins, but Uraidla something like 3% ahead. So what they would need to do, Mount Lofty, who may have coughed up that third spot, beat Achunga by a big margin this afternoon and hope that Onkas do beat Uraidla, or else Uraidla's winning margin isn't too great and they don't score too much to win that. As the Dogs have made their way onto the arena here, Jaden.
Yes, yes. I see the team running out. So Ben Jeffries, Rolly Sinnott as well, Zach Jordan, and also Jaden Howard leading the way there. Jesse O'Brien as well.
Very important to see Jesse O'Brien.
Yes.
Missed last week.
Yeah. So and he would have played a big part in last week's game as well. So good to see him back.
But on the debit side, as we said, they are missing Willie Fernhead and of course Connor Mildy, who are sunning themselves over in Bali as you do this time of year. Priority kicks in.
Perfect preparation.
Yeah.
But rest assured they will be back for next week when the finals commence here in Hills Division 1 football. Because this afternoon the Country Division get underway with their major round. The qualifying final out at Gumaraka between Meadows and Mackie. And then also tomorrow we have the elimination final at Meadows between Kangaroo and Torrens Valley. And good to see the Valley Lions back in the finals arena for the first time in a very long time.
Yeah, for sure. And Big Harry Simmons has to make a decision, doesn't he?
Yeah, Big Harry will be lining up on top.
Lining up,
line.
So
Lining up as runner.
Yeah. No. And of course, we'll get to it a bit later on in the coverage this afternoon. But tomorrow, Super Sunday when it comes to HFLW, because it's grand final day, and we'll be there for filming footy to call the wild, bringing you all the action. So the 14s, the 16s, and then the Open Women grand finals. They'll be all be able to found on the usual channels tomorrow. I'm filming footy, better said we'll talk about that a bit later on, but at the moment the focus is on the men. And currently the 5th place Doggies hosting the 3rd place Uraidla Demons here at Balhannah Oval. And once again we must thank sponsors, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive and Dartfish, and of course Hills Football League sponsors Sharon, Police Credit Union, Rostow Homes, Sports Power, Think Road Safety, the Courier, Sports Centre and West End. Jaden J.
Yeah, so I've also got a live score here, actually, from the Nan B grade. They won 25-8, 159, defeated Mount Barker 2-6-18. So there's a win there for Nan, who could catch up Mount Lofty in percentage if they lose to Achunga today. So that'll be really interesting, but that doesn't really make a difference too much because it'll be 4th and 5th anyway. So it just means Nan will be above Mount Lofty if they lose to Achunga. But yeah, so very interesting race for the B grade and the A grade finals. As we
And
just
speaking of
warming up.
that game at Achunga, I think Adam Edwards playing his 350th game for the Achunga Football Club today, so well done to him. And also, milestone out here today, Cobby, Jacob Carissa is playing his 250th senior game for the Dogs. Chalked up his 100th earlier in the season, but his 200th senior game, so well done to Cobby. So the team's going through their warm-ups here. The Oakbank end of the ground is the Dogs. And, of course, the netball court, Balhannah end is the Demons. Of course, Uraidla's first visit here, Jaden, since that thrilling first semi-final victory last year over Uraidla Districts. And right in front of our usual spot here, just along from the timekeeper's box, for those who know Balhannah Oval. And Harry Allen took the ball fed out by Amato and kicked the goal towards the Oakbank end and won the game.
Yeah, it was an absolute showstopper too, and yeah, Mount Barker got back in front, and then Uraidla just decided to pivot him at the post as well. Yeah, we were very lucky, right in front of us too, right in front of me. So yeah, well done to Uraidla on that occasion, and be interesting to see if they can progress further this year.
Riley Sinnott captaining for Onka today, won the toss and's kicking towards the clubroom end in this first quarter. Sunny conditions, barely a cloud in the sky, so we're set for a action-packed final round of the Hills Football League Division 1 final season before finals start next Saturday and Sunday for Div 1. And of course, Uraidla looking to finish in third spot, and a win would certainly assist them today. We'll be keeping an eye also on the Echunga Mount Lofty score to see how Mount Lofty go. And we're on Lofty 88.9 FM, Adelaide Hills Community Radio as well. So
I tell you what, it's worth staying at Lofty all afternoon. The footy, and then, of course, the lounge.
Lofty Lounge.
Yes, radio with
altitude. Looked like Matt Down was actually on the lounge there before on the couch.
Very chilled. Very chilled. And we're also on Call of the Wild Facebook page and the Hills Football League Facebook page. So let us know where you are listening today. Last week we had people everywhere and anywhere. Capri.
Alaska.
Alaska.
Yes.
Plugger was watching in Italy.
Alaska.
And Alaska. We're all over the shop. So
Queensland.
Tassie,
that's another country, isn't it?
just Michael Tudor, who's coming to the interchange bench. So he's ready to make an impact straight off the pine.
Now we're blessed.
Jacob Ferrari on the bench too. Big in for Uraidla.
We're blessed today, Benny. 3 umpires because less games in Div Country Division. So Reece Williams, Morgan Price and the veteran Glenn Pemmel in charge of the central duties. Lincoln Hutchison, Zach Hutchison, Harvey Bryant doing the boundary academy work, and Rodney Matthews and Alan Christian in the goals.
Damien Green, good to see him in the lineup. I thought he was injured last week, but he's playing. Matt Dean coming to the interchange bench, as well as Ben Johnston for Onkers. So
Matty Dean into the side this week with the out of
Paul Richards is the runner for Uraidla. He's ready to go. He's got the game face on. Matt Down got the sunglasses on. Everyone's ready for this one.
So, umpire Reece Williams holds the ball off. We're away. Round 18, Hills Division 1. One down by Clark. Cricket pitch area. Trying to crash his way through there for the Dogs was Coccioloni. Ball held to him, so umpire Williams once again will recommence plays. Just brings it away from the cricket pitch area. So Clark in front against Fanning. Ball tapped forward. Is a chance for Houlihan getting there first. Demons. Hassel work there. Free kick paid goes to the veteran in Ben Jeffries. Sends the first ball forward out here. There's a lovely lead to the man we spoke to early in pre-game in Tommy Mayo. Back in the Dogs lineup this season. Nurses one low. Target was O'Brien, chopped off here by Rudliff, gets a handball away to a teammate, intercepted here. Dogs quick hands. Top of the square, getting across Humphrey Thomas, spills the ball, good enough to back it out, tries to get back to Tommy Jepp, who in the end concedes the point.
It's a push out.
Push out paid to Luke Thomas.
Yep, last line against, I think it was Jaden Howard there. Jesse O'Brien back in the lineup this week, he's on the mark, so Thomas would have to be in contention if there was a team of the year on the half-back flank or defensive area. Here's a chance for Brazier. Got it on to that man we were talking about pre-game, Harry Allen. Likes playing here at Balhannah Oval. Keen to see how Adam Houlihan goes today. Number 3 for the Dogs. He's had a good season. One of many that are continuing on next season, recommitted. So boundary throw-in, outer side here. Sunny Balhannah Oval, round 18, Hills Football League Division 1 A-grade action. Third spot up for grabs for Uraidla. Can they get the job done? They're playing the Dogs today. Onka Valley back in the finals for the first time in a few years after finishing bottom last year. So stoppage situation just on the outer side wing. Here's a chance for Scott Taylor, I think it was. Kick inside 50. Crumbing, Harry Allen. First shot at goal. We talked about it. He likes playing at Balhannah Oval, Pistols and Jaden, and he's squeezed that one through.
Yeah, well done to Harry Allen. That was very good crumb there. And 4 kicks to 3 in favour of Uraidla. And inside 50 each as well for both teams. So well done to the Northern Demons there. So just kick inside 50 and, great crumb. So strolls in, bang. So well done.
So Alan, he's known as the X Factor to his teammates, as he showed his opportunist style there. Brings up his 10th goal of the season, as we said, first for the game. So 1 straight, the Dogs 0. So the Demons with their noses in front in the early stages of this final minor round game. So back in the centre, Leaper was fanning, got it down towards Coccione. Followed up there by Taylor.
Yep.
Gave it to Slade. Nurses up the line. A bit of a fumble there from Amado, I think was the tune. And out over the boundary line.
Free kick, high tackle.
Free kick paid, high tackle. It's going to be Jeffries in the shadows of the wing there. Oh, big high leap there. Over the line. I think it was Thomas there getting a bit of his regular airtime. So in the meantime, Academy boy pitches the ball in low. In front was Clark. Got it down. Trying to bust his way through. It was Taylor. Ball intercepted. It's Coccione started pretty firmly. Ball comes out here. Crashing through Amado. That's better as he got the poor teammate. Goes forward. Ball there, and there's a reliable Kuiper. Interesting to see him not in the long sleeves here this afternoon as he puts the ball out towards the cricket net wing area.
Hayden Gamma. Short pass. Finds Jacob Carissa, I think it is, on the outer side. So Carissa, kick into the middle of the ground. Not the best kick. Scott Taylor, he's had a great season. Outside of the boot, which goes towards the edge of the 50. Good handball over the top. Cooper Nykamp was involved in the build-up. Could end up with Nykamp. Outside of the boot. He's kicked the goal. And I think the hands came from Nick Amato there. Great follow-up work by Cooper Nykamp, and Uraidla up and about, Jaden, inside the opening 5 minutes with a couple of goals on the board.
Yeah, 7 kicks each for both teams at the moment. 9 handballs to 5. It's really those handballs that have been quite effective here for Uraidla at the moment as well. 11 tackles to 6, so tackle pressure really good. And 4 inside 50s to 1. So last week, Goldie, it was a tackle pressure from Onka that got him into the game. And on this occasion, Uraidla are stepping up to the plate when it comes to their tackle pressure.
Good to see Angus Clark back in the lineup too. He's in the ruck here, Pistols for Uraidla. Nick Amato's in there, Dean Turlick, Worthley. So Fanning goes against Clark in the ruck. Here's a chance for Turlick. He's keen for a big finals campaign. He's going to have a potentially impact on this one as well, but that's cut off there in the defensive 50 for Onkers.
So it's Kuiper there. Chooses to go across the ground. He's got a lead out here. Big Clark got in the way. It was intended for Fanning. Close to the line. Good tackle applied there. And we'll have a ball-up situation. Emerging from under the pack there was Harry Allen, a goal kicker already for the Demons. Ball up, close to the line. See there in the shadows. Ball has gone over the line. Thomas Jepp grabbing the ball and will hand it back to the Academy boys. So 5.5 minutes gone. The Demons with a lightning start here. 2 straight. Dogs yet to get on the board. They've actually only had a couple of forward entries. Another low throw in. Tamed by Fanning. Got it down to Houlihan. Always does something well with the ball. Puts up the line here. Good intercepting mark tamed by Ridliff.
In front of Jesse O'Brien. No Jake Adcock today, so Dogs will be looking for some further scoring options. So Ridliff kicks the ball. Not the best purchase on that kick. Jeffries, turnover, Mayo, sweeping handball. Here's a chance for the Dogs. Pake involved. Link up over the top. Here's a chance for Pake once again. Check side kick. Interesting. O'Brien just dropped that one. Can he go and do a bit of magic here? Got the handball inboard to Mitch Cocciolone. Snap round the corner. And eventually it's come off for the Dogs. Nice work there. Good build-up. Rhett Cownan involved as well. And the Dogs have answered there, Jaden. They can do that quite quickly, actually.
Yeah, they've got some good small falls there, good crummers there. Cocciolone is one of them, and also Pake as well, who put it in the vicinity. And well done to O'Brien. Good composure there, and to get the handball away to Cocciolone in the right place at the right time. So there you go. Good response by the Dogs, and they did need it.
Interesting, a bit of experience been involved there with Jesse O'Brien, but also the run there of youngsters in Pake and young Calnan, who of course is still eligible for under-18s football, getting involved there. So the future of the Dogs getting involved. So they've finally got their first on the board, just over 7 minutes gone here. First term Hills Football League Division 1 comp on Call the Wild. Trust you enjoying our worldwide stream. So 2 straight plays 1 straight. back in the centre umpire, Reece Williams, will pitch the ball up. So it'll be Clark for the Demons up against Fanning and the Dogs. Little draw there. Umpire Williams has actually called an infringement on Clark. Called to advantage. Dogs go chopped off there as the Demons went forward. So Kuiper already in the action, deep in defence, bit in decision. Cricket pitch net side, puts it towards the wing area. Target there, off hands. Look at Sam Green.
Yeah, he's got the zinc on his nose.
He has indeed. Like last week, they were wearing the long sleeves because of the wet conditions. So sun cream out today just shows you the conditions, how they vary here in the hills.
Yeah, Matt Downs sent the runner out there, Paul Richards. Meantime, the Dogs into defensive 50, looking to get consecutive goals. Kick out towards Fanning or Zach Jorg-Dent territory, and that'll be last touch, I reckon. Free kick here for Uraidla as Tommy Jett ready to come on as well. Meantime, Woodkey, I think it is, coming on the ground for Uraidla in terms of Troy. So Uraidla with the ball here to Harry Allen. 2 goals Uraidla, 1 goal Onkas on the Sportal scoreboard, as you can see. 9 minutes gone. Round 18 Hills Football League Division 1 A grade action. Kick forward. Kuiper around the contest. Could have been a mark there. Umpire let it go. Ball spills out. And eventually it's going to be a stoppage situation. Tight on the boundary, just near the scoreboard.
So come out the 9 minutes gone. Once again, dangerous area here. Close to the line, trying to keep it in was Cooper Spray. The Demons bet out over the line right in front of the Sportal scoreboard. So 1 straight kick the difference here in the early stages. Said 9 minutes ticked over. Better pitch in by the Academy boy. Ball comes down to ground level, trying to crash his way through. There was Amato dispossessed. Ball comes back here. Watton with a quick throw on the boot. Gathered there by the Dogs out of the fence, out towards the wing area, Onka Valley roadside. Favourable bounce there. Lopped up there. Good strong tackle on the ball, but I think it'll be held to him.
Sherpa all right?
So cricket pitch area.
Lolly's gone down the wrong way, is it?
Our producer, we can't lose him. Quick kick away by Worthley. Horney puts it forward. Well trapped there. I think it was Nykamp. Goes to ground. Followed up there. Strong work at ground level by Cooper Spray. And the umpire will come in and say no prior. Yes, he did say prior. So free kick goes to Kuiper, who's already started pretty impressively, Benny.
Yeah, he gets so. He's gone to Zach Jorg-Dent, but opts to eventually kick it out towards the outer side wing. That's not a bad kick, actually, as it come off nicely. So Sam Green, short pass to Damien Green. The Green's linking up here. Back to Sam Green. Will he go back to Damien Green? Well, he tries to. Half forward line. Eventually Damien Green around the contest. Couple of Uraidla players around the area as well. And that's holding a nut, says the umpire there. Umpires today, Reece Williams, Morgan Price and Clem Pennell with their eyes firmly on the action. And Tom Worthley, who's also had a great season for Uraidla, has got a kick half-back flank and they lead by a goal.
So, Hills Football League rep. Worthley puts it up. Could have been a push out there. By Clark. Sock it on. Sorry, it was actually Kluvernick in the white boots. Meanwhile, the whistle has gone. It will be that man Kluvernick. So the news goes towards the cricket pitch area. Gets a lead there from Turlick. And silver service to Dean Turlick. So 33 goals for the season for the G-Train. His chance, his real first opportunity this afternoon to extend that. Because Nord, Melbourne, plenty of experience.
Yep. So good friends with Alex Giorgio.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So
a few others as well.
Turlick.
Time at Norwood and Melbourne.
Spent the last couple of years as the playing coach. This year just concentrating on playing. He said done it pretty well with 33 goals.
They didn't
Puts
like
it across. This one's going to go across the face.
There's a mark, is it?
It has a mark. I think Nykamp stuck up the Dukes in the middle of the bus. Stuck it up.
We know what he's like in finals, Pistols.
Absolutely. Only the 17 goals this season.
But apparently he played a hand in a lot of others as well.
So Nykamp. Tight angle, but he looks like he's threaded the needle. He has indeed. So the 3rd goal on the board. And 2nd for Nykamp here, Jaden J.
One of the best marks in the comp.
Yeah, correct, Goldie. Well done to Nykamp, and 18 kicks, Uraidla, 19 to Onka Valley. So they're winning that start at the moment. But you just see, well done by Nykamp. good set shot kicker. Can be a tough angle at times. And 11 handballs, though, to Onka Valley. 10 handballs to Uraidla. Tackling count 21-14 to Uraidla. So that's where they're winning at the moment. And also, the centre clearances here, 3-1 in favour of Uraidla. So Onka Valley will be hoping to improve on that.
Matt Slade and Harry Allen straight into the action. Slade on the wing, the co-captain with Kluvenek. Interrupted season with injury, but good to see him in the lineup heading towards finals. A free kick meantime for Uraidla. Starting to get a little bit of momentum here as we tick towards the 13-minute mark. Braden Watton for Uraidla kicks it towards the half-forward line. Oh, good lead, good mark. Taken by Kluvenek. Just a reminder, Jacob Ferrari in the lineup today for Uraidla. He's on the interchange bench. Angus Clark just having a bit of a chat to Matt down at ground level at the moment as Kluvenek goes for goal. Right to the line, it's touch, minus score. So Uraidla peppering, 3-1, Onka's 1 goal. And 14 minutes gone on the Sportal scoreboard.
So the Dogs bring the ball back into play. Not a lot on offer. So then they come out in favour of the coaching box side. Kluvenek up. Contested mark there. Umpire rules in favour of Ben Johnston there. So Johnston for Onkas puts it up further up the wing area. Pack flies off hands. Perhaps Scragg there was Howard. Notice the umpire Jeffries. Pake. But in the meantime he's walked the ball over the line in the interchange gate area. Just down from our commentary position here at Balhannah Oval. Pleasant Saturday afternoon conditions for the last Saturday of winter. Ruckjewel one down by Dunn. Jeffries again, underground handball. First to get there is Watton. Goes to ground. Could have been a free kick.
Clumsy.
Yes, says umpire Pennell.
Yeah.
Crashed over the top was Jeffries. Watton quickly puts the ball out here to a loose man in Slade, who goes further afield. Great ball movement by the Demons, ends in the hands of Nykamp.
Yep, tight on the boundary line, just around from the scoreboard. He's looking good today, Nykamp. 2 goals early. Goes right to the line. Rush, no. Harry Allen tries a little bit of magic there, and eventually it's fisted through for a minus score by Zach Kuiper. So, Uraidla, 3-2. Onka's 1 goal. Kick in. Short pass by Gamma. Goes to Damien Green. This way, that way. Tried to get around Turlick. Under pressure. Jeffries over the top. Can the Dogs clear the ball here? Zach Jordan tried to get it back to Jeffries. Nykamp setting up Amato. Amato goes in turn to Scott Taylor, who runs in and kicks the goal. Great forward line pressure from Uraidla holding the ball in the area, and Nykamp once again involved in that one.
Yeah, well done to Uraidla. The pressure was really good there. Onkas just didn't have the right setup there in the end. Damien Green didn't know where to go, and well done by Taylor. Really great composure, really, to get the goal. So well done to them. They now lead the kicking count 26-23, inside of 50s, 14-2. So quite convincing in that area. And also the centre clearances, like I said, 4-1. So Onkas will be hoping to get this centre clearance and cut back the margin as nearly 16 minutes go.
Yeah, Uraidla seeming pretty keen to hold on to that third spot, which they inherited last round. Back in the centre, Schultz in ruck. Ball comes down there, stronger tackle applied by Worthley on Mayo. So umpire once again sets away. Schultz with a big leap, gets the ball down. This could be action replay. Ball goes to ground. Once again, Worthley with the tackling action on Mayo. Green. So once again, back in the centre they go again. Leaving on his own was Schultz, got the ball down, scrambly play at ground level.
Gone.
Coccioli.
Cooper Spry, great tackle.
And umpire, a great position there. Umpire Price ruling, holding the ball. So it'd be Cooper Spry, still inside the centre square here, Balhannah Oval.
Yep, so Spry with Coccioloni on the mark, kicks the ball towards the scoreboard area, and Kuiper drifting across in front as he often does. Takes a relieving mark there for the Dogs, who trail 1 goal to 4-2. 17 minutes gone, first quarter action. So he goes, tries to get it to Green, turnover, Watton, Amato linking up on the left boot, usually a good user of it, finds Kluvenek, keen to get it on quickly. Goes to the goal line, dribbles through for a minor score. You can see Uraidla's intention. They want to get it on quickly and score quick goals.
Absolutely. It's a quick movement there. So Dogs bring it back in quickly. Up the line. Finds Gamma, the racehorse. Could start his career at Nan. Gets it out wide. I think this is Cornish.
Yep.
The far wing. Versus up the line.
Sinot.
Riley Sinot. Of course, acting captain today in the absence of Jake Adcock, who we're told will be back next week for the elimination final on Sunday. So Sinot nurses it up the wing. Oh, big leap there from Humphrey Thomas, close to the boundary line. Kick smothered. There's the Dogs trying to get it clear. Worthley, quick hands as well. Congested play there, held up was Watton. So the umpire will come in and ball it up. Right on the true wing, Onka Valley road side of the ground.
Jacob Ferrari just had a bit of a go out there and he's off the ground. And coming on now is Liam Nicol. Matty Down just having a bit of a chat to him.
Good story, Liam Nicol, because overcome an ACL a couple of years ago, because past HFL rep, so good to see him out there, Benny.
Well, here's a chance for the Dogs. Kick coming out, Luke Thomas, as he often does for the last decade or more, takes the mark, half-back flank courageously.
Yep.
He's got Michael Tudor on here in the defensive line. He's going to go further afield along the outer side wing here at Balhannah. Chance for the Dogs. Is that a high hit? Yes, it is.
Green.
So Sam Green had a good season. Youngster in the Dogs lineup. Quite a few of them out there. Goes with a short pass. Finds Riley Sinot with Worsley on the mark. Dogs trail 1 goal. Uraidla 4-3. 20-minute mark. Kick towards the half-forward line. And Angus Clark back in the lineup takes a good mark there, the big fella.
He's always going to win that contest over Benny Johnston. Just height wins out. He transfers play across here to Tommy Jepp. The Sog goes to ground in a tumbling mark. Bounces back up quickly. Goes out here and finds the man who's just come onto the ground in Nicol.
Controlling the play here, Uraidla,
so
on their terms.
As Benny Goldfinch just nurses it
good.
forward, but arriving with a good spoil, Zach George Dent. No mark on that occasion to the Trojan in Watke, and the ball will be returned to play by the Academy boy. It's the young Academy boy just coming in a bit, so to get the pitch a bit more in the air. So Ruckman Gava, Dunn, Clark, youth versus experience there. Ball comes out here. First to get to be Tudor, wrapped up there. Taken high, said the umpire, so Michael Tudor will take the resultant free. Waste no time, gets across here to Thomas. So Luke Thomas once again. Good precise football by Uraidla. Ends up in the hand out there of Matty Slade, who in turn nurses it forward. Oh, good intercept by Kuiper, who's been busy already in this first quarter. Ball comes back to Slade around the corner towards the cricket net pocket. Coming out to meet it, handball, hits a run of Turley. The G-train lifts the eyes and puts it unselfishly to a man in a better position.
And he kicks the goal quick,
who plays on, great team goal. Started half-back flank with Tudor's free kick, Jaden J.
Yeah, so well done to Uraidla. Good transition of play there, really, and well done to Turlick. Got the ball on quickly, and like Benny Goldfinch said before, you know how Uraidla want to play. They want to keep the ball moving, and right place at the right time there too. So well done to the Northern Demons. 38 kicks to 32, inside 50, 16-2. So just winning that battle quite convincingly, and the marks 14-16 in favour of Onka Valley. So they'll be hoping to. It's a very important 5 minutes here for Onka Valley, hoping to stem the flow a bit.
So in the middle of Balhannah Oval, Kynan Dunn has gone into the ruck now for Onkas. And we can see shortly potentially Matt Down and the coaching staff for Uraidla. It's very constructive in the way he has a chat to players on the boundary line. He's just having a chat to Braden Watton at the moment. He'd be happy with the start. Dogs are going to get a wriggle on. Good smother. Jeffries picks it up for the Dogs under pressure from 3 Uraidla players. Michael Tudor coming through. Earns a free kick. Tommy Mayo uncertain why that was for. So Tudor goes to Luke Thomas. They've linked up for years and years. Premiership players. Kick to a half forward line, but good mark there across half back by Kuiper. So Kuiper on the right boot, kicks it out towards the wing. Tudor 1-on-1 and eventually it's gone out of bounds.
So just Onka coach Mark Watts might be a little bit concerned here because obviously Uraidla looking to put this result to bed. As I said, an important result as far as the double chance goes. So ruck throw in. Clark goes unopposed, grabs the ball. That could be holding the ball there. No, said umpire Williams. Good pressure applied by Dunn, as you can see. Uraidla bench there. Jacob Ferrari. So ball. Boundary. Ball comes down here. Oh, well sidestepped there was Allen. He's very creative. Gave the Amato, misses the target with a handball. Here's a chance now for Cocciolone. Puts the ball forward, coming out to meet it. It's O'Brien, goes to ground under pressure. Well done by Nathan Rudliff. Gave a bit of the old don't argue as he clears the ball, and he'll find Amato.
Yeah, great work. They're going to probably finish off here with a shot at goal. Whether it goes through is another thing entirely, or it's unselfish. It's a kick over the top to Turlick, and that's goal number 6 for Uraidla. Great transition play. Liam Ninkle, unselfish, over the top to Turlick, and they are dominating, Jaden.
Yeah, pretty clinical at the moment, isn't it, from Uraidla, really. And Amato just sort of being right place at the right time again. He's just manning the paddock pretty well, and Turlick as well. So Onka Pringle will be hoping to be a bit more close checked in the second quarter, as Uraidla leading the kicking 44-33. So getting away with that one, and inside 50, 17-3 at the moment.
Just down from his coach Matty Down, just getting some words from Michael Tudor, of course, who coached the side a couple of years ago. So one of his assistants, I suppose, on the field. You can see Matty down there, 4-time premiership player for the Demons, back in charge this year's first role as a senior coach, and doing a pretty good job, as he looks like he might have led him into a qualifying final. Here's a chance there for the Dogs to get something going. Infringement there. Free kick done by Cownan. Gives it off there to Gamma. Gamma puts it there towards Pake. Tyson Pake, exciting youngster, nurses up the line, but his kick is a little bit askew, and Gretsch will take the result and free kick for the Demons.
Still got to keep going, Uraidla. We'll hopefully find out shortly what's happening at Achunga. Meantime, kick along the wing there by Thomas Gretsch. Mayo got it to Joffa Jeffries. Handball over the top. Here's Sam Green. Green goes long and strong inside 50. Backing back. Great work there by Thomas Gretsch. Spoils it. Oh, opens up. Almost a toe poke through. Eventually it could go through here by Cocciolone, but the pressure of Uraidla stopping the ball from going through, and it's a minor score.
Yeah, that was really good tackle pressure there, Goldie, by Uraidla, making sure they couldn't get the goal there. Onka Pringle tackles 38-27, so their tackle pressure is just unreal from Uraidla.
So to kick in for Uraidla, right towards us in the commentary area. Angus Clark just dropping the mark there. Kynan Dunn, the tackler. Matty Down up and about, coach of Uraidla. Just giving a lot of constructive feedback to the players as they come off the ground. Harry Allen off the ground now. So ball goes straight up. Damien Green dropped that one, and Nick Amato wraps him up in a tackle. So once again, another stoppage. We're ticking towards the 26-minute mark. Clark wells it down. Worthley, great work. Turlick, lace out pass, almost. Stoppage coming up. Turlick backs it up.
So, lightning start by the Demons. Ball comes out here, around the corner, kick by Sam Green. Bouncing ball right in front of our commentary spot. Gresh taking the ground on. Mayo tries to keep the ball in. Held in there by Thomas. So the ball will be pitched in right in front of us here. Cameraman Evan Parker right over the shoulder of Uraidla coach Matt Down, barking instructions. So throw in over the top there. Watke. Dunn comes out to the pass medalist in Amato. Goes out wide. Nearly good mark there by Brazier. Oh, it's nearly stolen there for the Dogs. Oh, good effort there. 2-on-1. Finally, weighted numbers comes back to the Dogs. Comes back here. Clarissa in his 200th senior game. Nurses up towards O'Brien. Oh, fends off an opponent there. Comes back here to Clarissa on the run. Would have been a fairy tale goal in his 200th, but missed everything. So just the pressure when Onka's get the ball, Jaden J, you can see it.
Yeah, tackles 49 to 31 that Uraidla are running with at the moment. So really clinical performance here from Uraidla.
So
Luke Thomas in the back pocket. Uraidla in control, 6-3. Onka's 1-1, 32 points the margin. Oh, great mark there by Sam Green. Onka's just getting a little bit more of a wriggle on here as we head towards quarter time. And Matt Down a bit disappointed with that one.
just shows that they hold a handy 6-1 lead at the moment, but the coach certainly not impressed with that turnover, Benny.
Not sure if we can get the replay of that. That was good.
So as a coach should be, you're never happy until the ultimate reward, I guess. So
Set shot here for the Dogs. I think it's Jaden Howard directly in front. And he has kicked a goal on quarter time. So, other than that, Uraidla controlled the quarter, but obviously Matty Down would be disappointed with that last one. Jaden giving the Dogs a bit of a sniff here. They trailed though 26 points, 6-3 Uraidla, Onka's 2-1 at quarter time.
Yeah, so it was quite interesting. Uraidla were leading the kicking count for the majority of the second half of that quarter quite convincingly, but they only lead it by 5 kicks now. So 49 kicks to 44, handballs 24 to 18 in favour of Onka Valley. The marks 19 each, and the inside 50s, Onka got the last 4 inside 50s of that quarter, Goldie and Pistols, and the inside 50 count is 17 to 6 in favour of Uraidla there as well, and the centre clearance is 5 to 3 in favour of Uraidla, and Uraidla's score of 39 in the first quarter is actually their highest first quarter score for the season as well. So well done to Uraidla, and it's also their highest first quarter score against Onka since 2017, and their highest here at Balhannah since 2010.
as we said, pre-game, they came into this game having inherited third spot, perhaps a bit surprisingly after Mount Lofty's loss last week. So came in with the intent to let's just seal it, and certainly the way they opened, they kicked a goal in the first 2 minutes through Harry Allen, then finished up with 2 goals to Nykamp, Taylor, Klumanik and Turlick, Kochloni and Howard on the siren getting replies for the Dogs. So at quarter time, it is Uraidla District 6-3 leading Onka Valley 2-1. We'll take a short break and be back here live at Balhannah Oval on the Call with a Wild.
This is the Hills Footy League Match of the Day.
Kevin Sheedy, and you are listening to the best coverage of Adelaide Hills football and fun in general. Cheers. Cheers.
Hi, this is Daniel Lackenby, coach of Mount Barker Football Club.
Welcome back here live to Balhannah Oval, round 18, Division 1 A-grade football, and at the moment Uraidla have set up a pretty handy lead as they fight to keep a third spot. They lead 6-3, 39 to the Dogs 2-1, so a 26-point margin as we get set for the second quarter. So umpire Clem Pennell sets the ball up. Leaper was Fanning, taken away by Coccioloni. Puts the ball forward, bouncing ball. Cruel bounce there for Mayo. Allows Uraidla to intercept there. So, positives there. First forward entry of the quarter. It's in favour of the Dogs. Bit of work to do. Big Clark just fists it wide. First to get there will be Carissa. Gets it back out to a teammate there who's well tackled there by Slade. In fact, that was Sammy Green. Has to look a bit different in the sleeves last week, with the sleeves I should say, last week in the winter conditions, but perfect spring-like conditions here. A week out from the official arrival of spring here in the hills. The ground in pretty good condition, good crowd in the house, but at the moment not much of a contest, as we said, 26-point margin in favour of the Demons. So Dogs working to the right of your screen, see if they can reel it in during this quarter. Cricket net pocket, tackle applied there. Line ball decision, says umpire Pennell. Will come in and ball it up. So up they go. Clark, front position against Dunn. Gets the ball down. Once again close to the boundary line, but in the meantime a free has been paid. It's going to go the way of Uraidla. Handball comes across here to Luke Thomas. He'll take it right across the ground. Couple of demons out here. One is Brazier, accepts the mark right in front of the scoreboard. As you can see, 2-1 plays 6-3 in favour of his side. Deep in defence, 90 seconds into the second term. Chooses to go back across to Thomas, who in turn goes across, finds a teammate out wide. I think this might be Brazier. Gretsch puts up the line and finds Kluvenik. Systematic players already demonstrated the first term is continuing. Comes across here to Turlick. Couple of demons taken by Nycat, gets it to Turlick, gives it to the run of Amato on the left. Could have been FAD, puts the ball back towards the square, but a safe mark taken there. Last line of defence by Kuiper, who quickly brings the ball out to Zach George Dent.
Right. Yep, Zach George Dent. Keen to move it on quickly. Got to move Amato. Jeffries. Coccioloni. Umpire says a high tackle. Oh, wowee. Bit of feeling in this one, and that's going to be reversed, I reckon. Yes, it is. Scott Taylor.
Yeah, Jeffrey's not happy with the treatment of his teammate there and paid the penalty.
Kicks it in the middle of the ground, finds Watton near Houlihan. So the aim is to move it quickly, Uraidla. Got to pile on as many goals as they can today. And that's holding the ball. Tyson Pake, the tackler. Umpire didn't see it that way. Goodness gracious me. Okay then. Well, he knows best. Lachlan Brazier was tackled there. Lots of feeling on ground level here. Matty Down and the coaching staff. Scott Taylor kicks in the middle of the ground with a bit of a dribbler. Mayo around the contest. Tried to get it to him eventually. Picked up by Fanning. Good pressure from Uraidla. I think that was Cooper Nykamp, the tackler there. And we're smack bang in the middle of Balhannah Oval. And a good start to the second quarter. Last goal of the first quarter, Pistols to the Dogs. And they'll be keen to get another one here. But Nykamp, handball over the top to Turlick. Turlick on the left boot, kick into the pocket. And once again, Kuiper dropped the mark there. Amato. Kuiper tries to click it on. Good work by Turlick. Cop with a little bit of high one there. Hopefully he's all right. Kick in board dangerously. Two Dogs collide. Opens it up for Nykamp. But Riley Sinnock clears the ball out of defence. In fact, that was Slade involved there for Uraidla.
To the wing, I tell you, the intensity's up here at the start of this second term. The Dogs seizing the opportunity to try and get back in, but met by Uraidla, and says it's pretty hot in the kitchen around the ball at the moment. Umpire Williams balls it up. Fanning tried to push his opponent out of the way. In fact, he was scragged by Clark. So Blake Fanning gets the handball on to Coccioloni, goes forward. Big Schultz back there takes a very good defensive mate. The young man quickly wastes no time, gets it across the centre. Finds a teammate there, gets the handball, and that was Slade. Gives it a run of Humphrey Thomas. Puts it out wide to Kluvenik. That's once again precision movement. Kluvenik breaks onto his left. Centres the ball nicely to that man Nykamp. Nykamp wastes no time himself. Puts his Brazier on his own. Can he hold it? Yes, he can. And great precision and fast movement. Unselfishly puts it back here to Ben Clark, who just holds things up and thinks I'll have a shot at goal here. So great movement launched by Schultz, deep in defence. Thomas was involved, Kluvenik, and ending on the chain of kicks and handballs with the big man Clark. Opportunity for his first goal of the match and 10th for the season here, Jaden Joe.
Yeah, I tell you what, Uraidla's the forwards are working overtime to find some clear space here and just everywhere at the moment. As we see Clark just strolling into goal, kicks on its way. And it's looking pretty good from here. Well done by the big man and well done by Uraidla. They get the first of the quarter to put it out to a 32.
This is Sean Tate, and you're always up to speed with local football here.
G'day, this is Tony Modra, and there is always plenty of top marks with the...
Here on the Call of the Wild. Quarter time, Lobethal 9-3 leading Ironbank. Bridgewater failing no appearance of the collaboration 2-1. Nan Bremer 4-7 just down the road, leading Mount Barker 1-2. Darcy Hurricane yet.
This is Sean Tate, and you're always up to speed with local football here.
G'day, this is Balhannah Oval here. Uraidla 7-3, Onkas 2-1. 33 points to margin. 6 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Lovely conditions from Balhannah. Angus Clark, the last goal kicker for Uraidla, is in the middle of the ground now as ruck against Fanning. Cooper Spry trying to pick it up here for Uraidla under pressure from Coccioloni. Good work by Spry. Good hustling there by Spry, but he's given away a free kick and it's opportunity here for Houlihan. So Adam Houlihan for the Dogs. They trail 2-1 to Uraidla 7-3. Good pop-up pass. Across the half-forward line for the Dogs now. Kick will go forward by Rhett Cownan. Half-forward line. Here's a chance for the Dogs through Jesse O'Brien, who has a bit of a check side kick directly in front. And I reckon he's just snuck that one in. That was not a bad finish there by the star Dog, who's playing in the forward line today, Jaden, after being injured last week. And obviously no Jake Adcock today, so he's going to need to kick a few more goals to get the Dogs back into the one. But that's a good start by him.
Yeah, it sure is. So well done to O'Brien and well done to Onka Pringa Valley because they've got both centre clearances in this quarter so far. We'll be looking to get another one in a moment. But like I said, well done to O'Brien. The kicking count 15-7 in favour of Uraidla. But Onka's tackle pressure is back and they're leading the tackling count 18-13.
So 3-1 to 7-3. 19-45, 8 minutes gone in the second quarter. Umpire throw it up here. It's Angus Clark in the ruck against Fanning. Braden Wharton's in there. Houlihan, Spry, Damien Green, Mitch Coccioloni and Nick Amato. On the wing is Jeffries now having a go head-to-head against Lockie Brazier. Brazier flicks it out there to Amato for Uraidla. Wills on the left boot. 1-on-1 contest coming up. Gamma, good hustling. Great work there for Uraidla. By Liam Nickel involved. Umpire says holding the ball. So Nickel will earn the free kick here from 70 metres out. Cooper Nykamp just pushing now into space. He's by himself in space here. He doesn't go to him. He goes to a 1-on-3 situation. Sam Green. Wheels on the right boot. Finds Mitch Coccioloni, does he? Or Brazier floating across. Ball hits the deck. Good work by Joffa Jeffries. Good tackle by Amato. Umpire says I'll have it.
So good contest there. So umpire panel set the ball. Was Matt down in front of us. Barking instructions comes to Amato. Tried to fend off on Pake. And called by umpire panel right in the spot. So Pake with the free kick puts the Dogs up the wing area. Weight of numbers back there is for the Demons though. Chance there taken by Gresh. Puts it back. Here's Pake underneath. Takes the crumbs from Clark. Puts it forward once again. Almost action replay is taken by Schultz. Opts to go wide. Will it sit? Yes. I'll run into a stack of trouble there. Was Nickel. Ball goes to ground. Edge of the cricket pitch. Here's a chance for Houlihan. This way, that way. Gets the ball back to Pate. The youngsters combining there. Pate seems to go backward around the invisible man. Lifts the eyes, puts the ball forward. But all back there is Uraidla, mark taken by Scott Taylor. Scooter, because plenty of experience. South Adelaide and Old Scotch. Has the ball.
Yep. Taylor at the defensive 50. Kicks it up the line. Finds Troy Woodkey. Half-back flank. Goes to a short pass. Comes off. Taken here by Lockie Schultz. So Schultz at the 10-minute mark, second quarter. Uraidla leads 7-3, Onka's 3-1. Kicks it towards the wing, floating across with Joffa Jeffries. Onka's getting a little bit more momentum here. Here's a chance. Johnston on the left boot, kick inside 50, and it's come off there nicely. To the milestone man in Jacob Carissa, who's got a shot on goal here, Jaden.
Yeah, if he kicks this, they'll get around him for sure. And get a bit of the momentum back for Onka Pringa Valley at the moment.
What do you think it's due to? The tackling pressure?
Yeah, tackling pressure. It's actually, yeah, so it's 23 tackles to 21. So tackling pressure is back for Onka Pringa Valley like it was last week. Carissa. And there it is. He's got a goal in his milestone match. Well done to Jacob Carissa.
So, Cobby Carissa and his milestone game, as the boys just called, getting his 9th goal for the season and 4th for the afternoon for the Dogs, so it just pings it back a little bit after they seem to be outplayed in that first quarter.
Just those stats, Jaden, take us through it.
Yeah, so just the stats here. So 23 tackles to 21 in favour of Onka Pringa Valley. So the tackle pressure is back. 22 kicks to Uraidla, 15 to Onka Pringa Valley. So they're winning that stat, the Demons. Inside 50s, Goldie, 5 each. So a deadlock in this quarter so far. Compared to last quarter, it was 17-6.
So for the first time in the match, as far as goals scored in a particular quarter, the Dogs are in front 2-1 in the second term. Centre bounce, centre clearance. Ball comes out here, wrapped up there, and there's no doubt the tackling pressure has lifted from the Dogs. As to be expected, because you could think Coach Mark Watts wouldn't have been very happy with that first term.
No.
Not only on the scoreboard, but their approach. Clever hands from Houlihan, gave to Jeffries. Fanning onto the run there of Gamma. They go forward, which they've done at a more regular basis in the second term. Cricket net pocket, ball fed out there. Then taking the ground, Worthley getting involved. Horny Worthley, number 17 for Uraidla.
What have you noticed, Jaden? You noticed something?
Oh, I just see there O'Brien was pleading for a free kick, hold on, and the umpire didn't give it. So play goes on though. So
Matt Down just having a bit of a chat here to Angus Clark at ground level. Two big men. Okay, clearing kick out of defence from Uraidla. Kluvenik with the reliable spoil there. Ball's going to be held up. Outside the contest here is Turlick and Cornish. A half-forward line for Uraidla. Kluvenik now just pushing back into the half-forward area against Angus Schutt, who did a good job last week, Pistols and Jaden, against Luke Roberts. Kick inside 50. Turlick picked it up. Jack Cornish just lost his feeding there. Cooper Nightcamp, clever handball over the top, didn't quite come off. Good work by Joffa Jeffries. Bit of a chicken wing work there. And Joffa Jeffrey earns a free kick against Zek's Norwood teammate in Turlick. Squeezes the ball out towards the half-back flank. Gamma. Dogs starting to get a little bit more mojo happening here as Green kicks the ball from the wing into the forward area. Good defensive spoil there by Luke Thomas. Rudloff keeps it alive. Low ball. And that could come off there to Troy Woodkey at the 14-minute mark. 20 points to margin. Dogs slowly but surely getting their oneself back into this contest.
So the Trojan, Woodkey puts it forward over the top. Kluvenik back of the bus, takes a very good mark. Wastes no time, gets on the run of Taylor, who kicks in the man to mark. That being Green, Damien Green. Ball goes to ground. Let's go round the ground. Quarter time once again. Lobe 9-3, Ironbank, Bridgewater 2-1. Nan Bremer 4-7, Mount Barker 1-2. An important game as far as Uraidla supporters. Quarter time, Mount Lofty 6-4, Leader Chungle 1-2. Devils needing a big win there to try and get back that third spot. Trail by about 3% at the moment. Ball comes down here, taken away by the Dogs. Intercepted here. Going to ground there under pressure was Schutz, the young ruckman for Uraidla. Umpire comes in and will board up Reece Williams. So once again, the Leapers, Fanning, Schutz, ball comes down to ground level. Fed out here, taken forward by Uraidla. Good spoil there by Schutt on Nykamp. Meanwhile, the ball comes back out of here. Weaving his way backwards was Sam Green. Go to a teammate there in Cornish. Goes forward. Spilled by Worthley. Clever handball over the top from Zach George Dent, though. Follows up. But in the meantime, his teammate was held. And a free kick to go to Ben Johnston.
Good period here for the Dogs. Kicked the last 2 goals of the match. Kicked towards the half-forward line. Good attack on the ball there by Uraidla. Wouldn't expect anything less.
Great tackle applied on him, though. Good contest, that one.
Half-forward line. Umpire Reese Williams says, I'll have it. Done a good job today, the umpires so far, as Jacob Ferrari just comes off. Harry Allen on. 20 points the margin. 15 minutes gone in the second quarter. Round 18 Hills Football League Division 1 A-grade action. Ball flicks out. Here's Gamma. Wheels onto the left boot. He's starting to get some touches, Jaden. Kicks the ball inside 50. Carissa, good centering pass, finds Tyson Pake. What are you seeing?
Yeah, they're starting to get some bit of spread here on Kapringa Valley. Getting some space in the forward 50 a little bit as well. And good hands in the contest as well, which what Uraidla was providing in the first quarter was their hands in the contest. And now Gamma and Carissa are providing that as Tyson Pake strolling into goal.
Yeah, that's a pretty good off.
I'm liking the game. I'm liking Hayden Gamma's quarter pistols and Jaden.
Absolutely.
Just on that left boot on the outer side, he's really starting to get some good touches.
And Tyson Pake also getting reward for effort. He was up here in front of us trying to get the ball outside his defensive 50. Now he's up forward. So well done to him and well done to the Dogs. The kicking count 29-25 in favour of Northern Demons. The tackling pressure though, Goldie 35-30 in favour of Onka Pringa Valley. They're winning the handballing count as well, 15-12. Inside 50s, 9-7.
So Tyson Pake with his 15th goal for the season.
They've got the last 3 goals of the match, the Dogs.
Dogs, as I was going to say, 3 goals to 1 in this term. So really fighting back here. 5-1, 31-7, 3-45. So 14-point margin. They trailed by 26 at the start of the term. Counted, gets the ball back here to Joffa Jeffries. He's lifted the veteran. Leading the side well, puts it forward. Bouncing ball, trying to crash through here. Ball comes to Spry. Usually seen in attacking mode. He's in defensive for most of this term so far. Kluvenek, dispossessed. Ball spills free. Damien Green, the slug, goes to ground under a tackle there. Umpire Pennell right on the scene. Will come in a ball up. So you can just feel this game going up in intensity. We said at the start of the term, Dogs need to do something. They certainly have responded. Ball comes down. It's a chance for Amato. Breaks clear on that trusty left. Puts out in front of Taylor. Will sit for him. Bouncing ball. Goes to ground. Corral there. Good enough to get the handball back into Harry Allen. We'll know he'll do something. Little wedge kick forward to Amato. Camped under it. Jack George says, did he hold the ball long enough? One of the World Cup moments here. Herschel Gibbs. So Amato paid the mark. So our cameraman Evan Parker right over his shoulder here. So the vision will tell the tale here. So Amato yet to kick a goal. That's kicked 32 for the season. Still on 32 as it swoops for a minor score. So 7-4 plays 5-1 here on Call to Wild. Trust you enjoying our worldwide stream.
So Hayden Gamma with the kick-in duties here for the Dogs. Kicks the ball straight down the middle of Balhannah Oval. Ball could favour Tudor here. Cleverly knocks it on to Thomas. Thomas against Pate. Goes to Tudor. So Michael Tudor squeezes the ball out towards Turlick. Last year injured in the finals campaign with a hamstring injury. This year looking good as he heads towards September. Nick Amato taking the mark just in front of us here. Will kick Uraidla into the forward line. They lead, but Onkas are coming. They've kicked the last 3 goals of the match. I think the umpire blew his whistle a little bit early there, but Dunn gets it on to Zach George Dent. Handball over the top. Here's the link-up play once again to Gamma. Gamma on the outer side. Kicks it towards Carissa. Those two linking up nicely in this quarter. Umpire letting it go. Here's a chance for Cooper Spry, I think it was. Kick inside 50. Kluvenek went up. And it's gone out of bounds. And we've gone now 19 minutes, 15 points to margin. Uraidla leading 7-4 to the Onkas 5-1, but the last 3 goals of the match to the Dogs.
It's J.J. Calder led by 26 points. They got the first goal through Big Clark, 32, but since then the Dogs goals at the 7-minute mark, 11-minute mark and 15-minute mark. So they're surging back here. Ball comes out into Brazier. Dogs pressure once again, forcing the turnovers. were in the first term, Jade and Jade, they were under pressure causing the turnovers, but they've certainly lifted their game around the packs, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was 50 tackles to 31 in the first quarter in favour of the Northern Demons, and now it's 41 to 34 in favour of Onka Pringa Valley. There's a free kick here to Clark.
Yeah, Clark Amato trying to claim it, but they'll have to go back to Big Clark. So Clark, as we said, the only goal kicker of this term for the Northern Demons. The big man, much travelled footballer. Plenty of experience. Sets the ball up. Target there was Spry, well defended. Cownan getting involved. Gets a handball across to Howard. Also getting involved again was Cownan, the young man. This forces his Uraidla opponent out across the line. Good crowd in the house. Why not? Good conditions here. Blue skies, sun is out. And finals on horizon, Benny.
Finals tomorrow, grand final day tomorrow at Uraidla. We've got finals in country division as well, today and tomorrow. We'll see if we can get some scores from those games. Meantime, the Dogs once again through Gamma. Kicks the ball out towards the outer side. Mitch Coccioloni, he'll earn a free kick there in the marking contest against Luke Thomas. So Coccioloni. There's Zach Kuiper on the ground. Coccioloni, he's got Kuiper on here, I think, or he's heading in that direction. He'll have to work his... Oh, great mark.
Great mark.
Matty down a little bit frustrated there. Kuiper, straight on the ground, takes the mark, wheels on the right boot, lace out pass. Dogs starting up the ante here. Joffa Jeffries, he's had a good term as well. Kick inside 50. Back situation. Attempted high flyer there was Jaden Howard. I don't mind that, but it's hadn't quite come off Pistols. And a good mark there by Angus Clark on the outer side.
Yeah, he was well up before acceptances, so the ball turned over, and that's a good mark taken out there by Kluvenik. Another with good hands. We've been treated to some good marking this afternoon. Kluvenik. Kuiper. And this man, Big Clark. So Clark this time bring the ball backwards across to Lukey Thomas. Thomas in turn puts out wide to Schultz. Lockie Schultz. Oh, that's a good mark. The big man had to bend off his laces to pick that one up. Puts it across here to Tommy, the Sog Jep. Raking pass into the centre of the ground. Favourable bets for Nycamp. Flicks the handball out here to Taylor. He's already got a movement here in Amato. Oh,
good work, Green.
By Sam Green. Amato good enough to gather it.
Classy finish.
On the right. That's a good goal on his right by Amato. Just using experience there. And once again, good transition as we saw in the first term.
And once again, you talked about it pre-game, Pistols and Jade. Nycamp, he's only kicked 17 goals for the year, but he was involved in the build-up there.
Yeah, exactly, and he's worked up the ground so far this season as well. Talking to him actually pre-season, he was hoping to do a little bit of stuff like that, work up the ground, get the handballs and work in the middle. So well done to him, well done to Uraidla. 47 kicks to 31, and the tackling pressure, 43 tackles to Onka Pringa Valley, 35 for Uraidla, inside 50s, 13 to 10.
So coach back down, just around the corner here, just having a chat with assistant on-field Michael Tudor. So steady in goal there. You see Matty down just discussing the how things are going with Michael Tudor at the moment. Because Michael Tudor's successful under-18 coach. Matt down showing it's an emotional game. As Turlick takes the ball forward. Here's a chance for Nycamp. Ball spills down there, follows up nicely. Clever little handball to Amato. He likes this on the line. Great chase down there by Green. Better push and shove off the ball.
I'm enjoying Matty down. He's entertaining.
Matty down. Should get him on the commentary team. So, Sam Green puts the ball wing area. Pack sets himself. Could have been a bit of a push out there on Clark. No, said the umpire. Ball close to the boundary line.
He's great.
Houlihan trying to keep it in.
He's great value.
So, just perhaps starting to tighten up a little bit. I mean, he had a handy lead of 26 points at quarter time. That lead has been cut back. So ball comes out here. It's a chance for Thomas. High kick. Good defence work by Schutt. Brings the ball to ground. Well crumbed out by Worthley. The horny one puts it forward to Nycamp. Overcooks it. Bouncing ball. Here's a chance for Kuiper. Reliable all afternoon so far.
Good work by Nycamp. That's right.
Taken by Houlihan. Favourable. Gets out to Joffa Jeffries.
Yep. Half back flank. Joffa Jeffries kicks it towards the wing area. Tommy Jepp don't mind his game. Kick in the middle of the ground. Might come off here. Just Houlihan giving away a free kick against his fellow number 3 in Scotty Taylor. So a little bit of time to regroup here. Lots of energy on the sidelines. We like it. It's entertaining. Plenty to play for. 21 points to margin. Uraidla in control after the Dogs hit back with 3 goals in a row. Brazier wheels around on the right boot. Kicks towards the half-forward line. Short pass, I reckon that was Schultz. Got it on the Worthley. He'll go bang from 50 and kick a goal. Uraidla have answered. 2 goals, the last 2 goals inside the last few minutes. And they're back in control, Jaden and Pistols, 27 points to margin. Great goal.
Yeah, well done by Worthley, and anticipating a bit of space there to run on inside 50 and slot it straight through the big stick. So well done to him. Uraidla, 56 kicks to 34 and 28 marks to 10, really. Their intercept marking's been pretty good. Also, like Tommy Jepp getting amongst the ball as well. So taking some intercept marks, and yes, well done to Uraidla.
I tell you what, a good finish there is the Horny one, and also Uraidla have certainly risen to the occasion. The challenge here, it's a great finish there. Worthley with his 5th goal for the season, a timely one. So they've just pushed it out again, boys. 58 plays 31, 27 points. They led by 26 at quarter time. As we said, Onka's closed it back, but late research by the Demons. Here's Adam Houlihan. Was past male medalist in the country division for the Bridgewater Raiders. Gets it across here to Gamma, the racehorse. Also on the left goes wide. Target out there. Good tumbling mark taken by the milestone man. Not paid. Carissa. Perhaps obviously a touch in there. So the umpire, Reece Williams, will come and ball it up.
Yep, out of side. 27 minutes gone. Good entertaining quarter. 3 goals apiece. In this term, the Dogs had a little bit of a run with 3 in a row, but answered here by Uraidla with consecutive goals. Out of side, Amato, he's turned it on. He's had a good burst in this quarter.
Just their experienced players have stood up. Amato.
Yep, no doubt about that. Paul Richards, the runner, heading out there. Meantime, Pake, I think he got the kick there from Houlihan. Kick inside 50. And a pop-up pass, and once again, maybe a late goal here for the Dogs like they did in the first quarter, Jaden, and Jesse O'Brien with the kick.
Yeah, so O'Brien now, chance to cut the margin back to 21 points. Right on the siren here too, so it could be a bit of deja vu here.
Well, they kicked their first goal of the term, Jaden.
Yep.
Well, they kicked the last, the bookend.
Jesse O'Brien on half-time, kicks the goals that were repeated the first quarter.
How about that?
And so the Dogs answer consecutive goals there for Uraidla, and what an entertaining quarter that was, 4 goals to 3.
Happened last night on Friday Night Footy between the Pies and the Bombers as well, I believe. So there you go. So 39 kicks there to Onka Valley. Pretty convincing win there for Uraidla in the kicking count, 56 kicks to them. Tackling count though, they got their tackle pressure back, Goldie, which was what Onka Valley needed. 49 tackles to 41 there. Inside 50, 16 to 13. And marks 28 to 13 in favour of Uraidla.
All right, half-time has arrived. So 21-point margin, 6-1 to 9-4 in favour of the visiting Uraidla Demons. We'll just take a short break with sponsorship. Then, well, we like to have smart people on the show, so during half-time we might actually find one round here at Balhannah Oval. So you're on the call a while, coming to you through Filming Footy. Back with more shortly.
Did they? Did they run on the ground?
All right, welcome back here to Balhannah Oval. Pretty entertaining game of footy. And as I said, we've been able to find someone who's rather smart here at Balhannah. But it's a bit of a bookend here because our first call to Wild for the season was the Friday night game when we did Onkas. We had the privilege of talking to this man. And here we are, the last minor round game we're doing this season is at Balhannah Oval as well. So very much our pleasure, as always, to welcome Onka Valley Football Club President Shane Collins into the call to Wild. Shane, good to see you, mate.
Jeffrey, it's great to be here, and thank you for coming back to Balhannah Oval.
That's all right. We love coming here because we always love to check out your cubicle because you always give us that tour.
Yeah, of course.
So, we look at the scope, as I said, round 1 to round 18 as the president. Tell us, you happy with the report card?
Yeah, look, we're it's been, I think we're where we needed to be. We're, you know, all the KPIs and things that we've set out from off the field has certainly been on path. We're, you know, as you can see in today's games, from an A grade perspective, we have a lot of ups and downs. We're a little bit inconsistent, but our good footy is good enough, and we're getting there. We're on a journey. I think I said that to you round 1 when we spoke, that, you know, we're just beginning a new journey, and from there we've, you know, it's culminated into where we are now, but this is nowhere near the destination. We've got a long way to go, and you know, that's from a whole club point of view. And yeah, just even today, just talking to our under-18s after the game, and you know, we want everyone to stay and be a part of it, and we think we're on the right track.
Obviously, you've got a few who'll be graduating out of that to senior football. Obviously, that's what you're alluding to. How many?
Yeah, we've only got 2.
Only 2?
Yeah, so our under-18s are actually quite young. We've inherited sort of a, by default in a sense, a little bit of an issue with our numbers. We've got 30 registered under-18 kids here at the club. However, we often run out on a Saturday with 11 to 12 players. We've got so many kids either playing Sturt or college football that our team changes all the time, and they're so young. As I said, we've only got two lads that will come out of our 18s into senior football next year. So we haven't got a big group. But in saying that, our 16s are quite strong at the top end. So we expect our 18s will make a big gain next year. So, you know, that sort of goes in rolls and roundabouts, doesn't it, with the age group stuff? But you know, but we've got a lot of young lads that have only just sort of come into senior football over the last couple of years, and you see a few of them out there today in the A's that are, you know, while the despair of not having great success over the last couple of years, it's meant there's got some footy into some kids, and you know, they're only getting better.
It's always important to have a presence in the finals, I guess. Obviously, your A grade, as we said last year, the Wooden Spooners with just the one win. Obviously, a vast improvement in that area. We'll play off in the elimination final next week, and from there knows what can happen. Also, as you mentioned, your under-16s. I know your under-14s coming today were a chance to get through.
Yeah, so they got through. They had
brilliant. So you have 3 sides in finals.
And our under-12s, for what it's worth, are top. They'll play finals. So, you know, I talk a lot at committee level about, you know, our status and where we are as a club. And we've just got to put our nose down and work hard. But, you know, we don't do a bad job with our junior program. You know, for the size of us, and, you know, you look at the population, and we've just had these discussions at HFL level. You look at the population sizes of some of these clubs we're up against, and from a junior football club point of view, we punch way above our weight division. You know, we're often got teams playing finals, or in grand finals even, and we do a wonderful job. So 12s, 14s, 16s, all in finals. You know, 18s, I just spoke about the issues we've got there. But, you know, we've got, we worked out the other week, you know, we've got 11 junior teams here in the club with the 8s, 9s, 10s right through. We do a wonderful job with our Auskick program. So these are all the things that currently we look at that are successful to us. We understand what the big fish is, and no doubt we're working towards that, but there's other levels of success along the way, and we're slowly just ticking a few of them off. And they're not all on the field either. We're working really hard in the background at the moment in regards to some major infrastructure change here. Hopefully this time next year you can't park here. So we've got a big plan in place to build new coaches boxes here, and off the back of that, We had an event here last night put on by our junior committee where we raised just on $25,000 last night from our junior committee, from our junior parents, to put towards the new coaches box here at Balhannah Oval. Just amazing stuff that from us as a club that we say that's successful. So, you know, there's little things that we need to tick off and we're doing okay. We've got to get this right, don't get me wrong. We want the A-grade flag and that's very, very important to us as that destination of the journey. But along the way, we've got to have these wins.
It's fantastic you donated your week's salary to the cause last night.
Yeah.
It's probably a bit of a misconception, Shane. Obviously, the Oakbank Area High School just up the road here, and people think, oh, Onka should have strong junior sides, but the fact is that's a catchment for a lot of kids who go to a lot of other football clubs, not just this area, isn't it?
Yeah, we often talk about that, you know, not too long ago and only sort of a few years ago I was coaching myself in the 17s and things like that in our junior grades, and every kid went to Oakbank Area School. It was the thing that all the kids went to Oakbank, all played football here, and that we always had that grounding. And I think we went through our whole playing list some weeks ago, and I think between under 12s through to under 18s, we've got 6 kids that go to Oakbank. Everyone else within the region through Woodside, they're either, you know, Cornerstone, HCCS, Heathfield, or a lot of them now, Mercedes College, Scotch, In-Town, PAC, all that sort of stuff. So that dynamic changes, which puts a lot more pressure on your junior teams. But, but, you know, that's the same for everyone, I'm sure. And, you know, there's plenty of other clubs that have schools in their region. And it's not like the old days where young boys always just played football and played cricket.
Exactly.
There's a lot of other options in that now. So, but that's the facts that we have to deal with.
Yeah. Hey, and you mentioned perhaps a bit of disappointment for your women last week because second year in a row, the minor premiers, and unfortunately out the door.
Yeah, and it's great that you recognise that, Jeffrey, because we are very, very proud of our women's program here, and Sean Martley's put together an amazing program for our girls and our coaches. And once again, we bat out of our weight division. You know, we're punching out of our weight division. We've, yes, and full credit to Blackwood and Mount Lofty, but we're talking about clubs that have got SANFL teams. We're talking about senior teams that have got 30, 40, 50 girls out, you know, as part of their senior program. You know, we're often training with our 10 to 12 girls and, you know, and often those numbers are around the place. But, you know, we're doing a wonderful job for what we've got. Yes, we want the ultimate success, but we've got a great bunch of girls that do a wonderful job. And come this time of year, those clubs that have got the heavy numbers have the ability to move some players around and get them into the right spots. And full credit to them, the system lets them do that. But unfortunately, when that happens, we just find we're up against it a little bit. But we're ever so proud of them. Our under-17s had a really good second half to the year, and even our little under-14 girls who really struggled early, you know, come home with 3 or 4 wins late.
Oh, so. I love it to have a pre-game look around the club, and Benny Goldfinch, King of the Kids, got tangled up with a few of the under-14 girls, and just to tell by their enthusiasm for the game, but more importantly the club, which is fantastic. Hey, as we know, planning, even though the finals are about to start next weekend here in Div 1, planning for next year, virtually goes all the time. So good to see, and a positive that you re-signed a lot of players and recruits from this year.
Look, and Jeffrey, we never take our eye off the ball in what we're in, and 23 is not finished for us. Yes, we've got finals next week, and we hope to do some damage over the next incoming weeks of finals. However, off the field from a football department point of view, I think it was about round 8, I started talking to the football department about let's look at 24, where we're going to be. We started, obviously, the key one for us was our senior coach, and Mark Watts has done an amazing job here at Onkas, and we got the pen on paper there real quickly, and then from there we started talking to the players. And I'm just so pleased and proud to sit here today and say that everyone that's sort of come and backed Watsy in coming to the club this year, everyone's signed on, everyone's staying around. It was actually quite ironic at Nairn the other week, who were doing a wonderful job, and talking to them, and they said the biggest kicker for them was that everyone from last year stayed on this year. And that was a great grounding point for them to work off and build what has been a great year of football for them. So we feel like that's a good landing point for us.
Continuity, Shane, because the players are all on board.
Absolutely.
On board the tram, as Alan Jeans say. On the tram going to the right direction.
Well, momentum. You have to take momentum, and I use that word journey a lot, and that's what we're on. And our senior team, we know whatever the destination is for this season as such. Let's put the boots away for a few weeks, have a little break, but everyone is all in for 24, and we're only going to get bigger, better, stronger. Our young kids, you know, some of the young lads here that have had, you know, Jaden Howard, who played association this year, he's played he's getting up around 30, 40 games now. You know, the experiences that he's had. Tyson Pake, Ben Johnston, you know, those lads have now played a lot of footy for young boys that, you know, Tommy Mayo stepped into that next echelon now, and it's quite exciting for us. They've still got a long way to go. We've got a lot of work to do, but that's what excites me and excites people around the club is we've still got a lot of work to do, but, you know, we're only going to get better.
So I take it that they're going to repaint your name on the President's park sign?
I might get the crayons out, mate, and put them in there. So, no, we're very committed off the field, and that's a key thing for us. We've learnt off the clubs that do it really well. You know, and I'm big about that, making sure we're all in together. And we've got a wonderful group of people, and as I mentioned before about the junior committee, I'm just so proud of everyone at Onkas. And this isn't our destination. We're on the journey, and, you know, we're looking forward to what's in front of us.
Well, as we know, they're one of the traditional family clubs in the Hills Football League, and it's great to see them back. Like they've had a couple of years perhaps underachieving. Great to see them back climbing the ladder back in finals next week. And as we said, once you're in there, who knows what can happen. And they were very impressive for a half last week. They showed they could aspire to, you know, match the Handorfs of this world. So,
we're getting there. We're having those bits and pieces. Then we have the games where we've been really poor. That's been part of our learning process. So.
All right, Shane, thank you very much for joining us, mate, and all the best for the rest of the season.
Good on you. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate
Thanks for joining us. Shane Collins, the president of Onka Valley Football Club, there joining us. At half-time, there's always a very good chat with Shane. So we're underway here in the second half as Shane's side, the Dogs, trail by 21 points. First clearance, centre clearance goes the way of Uraidla through Turlick. He's playing up the ground, starting high up the ground. Once again, defensively, ball pushed forward. Finally cleared there by the Dogs out wide. Howard, one of the young men he spoke about, fist the ball to ground level. In fringe there was Clark, so the big man will take a free kick there as Benny Goldfinch and Jaden J. Hill have rejoined me.
Jaden's going to step in here, Pistols, for this quarter because he's got a few important matches coming up in the finals, so we're just going to ease him in there to the finals. So Jaden will call the shots here, and I'll just chip in every now and then with a random comment. Like Jacob Ferrari's on the bench here. Be good to see how Matt Down goes on the sidelines here in this quarter. Jaden, over to you.
Yep, so stoppage inside 50 for your Uraidla. What can they do to extend the margin? Onka Pringa Valley through Gamma, hoping to exit here, but all done by Uraidla. They go back inside forward 50 through Thomas. Uraidla handballing at the moment. Clark inside forward 50. Pat goes up, couldn't quite take the mark. Bit of a contested situation, and it's going to be a ball up.
And Darcy Hurrigan got 100 goals, so well done to him. Out at Nan, Jaden got some footage of that.
Yeah, quick snap there by Clark, couldn't quite get it. Mayo, I reckon that is, kicks it out. And good mark there by Uraidla. Looking to go back inside forward 50. Bit of a side kick though, could not come off too well. And well done by O'Brien, good pressure there.
Yes, as we do go around the grounds for half-time, and as we said, well done to Darcy Hurrigan, the third time he's kicked a century of goals in Hills Football League Division 1. Of course, two previously with Harndorf. At half-time, it was Nan Bremer 11-10, leading Mount Barker 2-2, and Mount Lofty 9-4. Important game over there. Mount Lofty 9-4, Achunga 4-2.
Bob Green says go to Dogs, and James Richards, he says that Cooper Nightcamp kid is pretty good. Yes, he is. He's playing well.
It's James Richards, having a serious injury, I think, the other week. We wish him all the best.
Good to
Playing for Sturt. In the meantime, first score of the second half is a minor one.
In the B grade qualifying final, it was Meadows beating Gumaraka 9-5 to 5-9. So a good start to the afternoon there for Meadows.
So the Dogs with the ball, deep in defence. This might be done. Big man puts it forward. Packs eyes, off hands. Ground level, toe poke forward. Out the back door, ball held in there. Zach Kuiper, who's continuing on his very good form this afternoon. He's been pretty consistent performer this season in defence. Ruckjul bouncing ball. Turlack also gets assist from Sog. Jeb out the back door. Umpire lurking. Umpire Clem Penhill will come in and bowl it up.
Matty Down just having a few words here to Nathan Rudolph. Jaden in the defensive 50 against Jesse O'Brien. Done a good job so far. Over to you.
Yep, so Fanning got taken out the ruck. Umpire said no free kick. Taylor gets the scrambling kick forward, but only to Jeffries. Jeffries goes in the middle to Carissa. Now he's on the run. What can he do here? He kicks towards the 50-metre line. That's Mayo. Couldn't quite take the mark. Was he infringed? Umpire says no. Play goes on.
Players stopped there.
Yeah, wasn't sure what was going on there, but Uraidla looking to clear.
That's a
Umpire
throw.
lets it go. Carissa, though, gets the handball over. What can they do here? Houlihan back to Carissa. On the left, kick. Looking for O'Brien. Couldn't quite take the mark. Ball just bobbing around here. Gets the handball over, and there you go. To an open goal. O'Brien, thank you very much. Well done there by Conan Dunn. Got the hands to him. And well done to Onka Pringavelli. Got the goal there. And Matt Down, not very happy here.
I'll just have a look at a replay. Carissa with the kick and the left boot. Jesse O'Brien went up. Maybe could have infringed there. Umpire let it go. Kynan Dunn over the top and Jesse O'Brien into an open goal. Says thanks very much, Pistols. And I reckon he's kicked 3 goals now.
Indeed he has. First and last goal of the preceding quarter. And then, of course, the first one here in this third term. So, as mentioned, yeah, Coach Matt Down right in front of us through the hands to the head and in frustration. So the Dogs not going away. It's been a good fight back here. So it was 2-1 to 6-3, 26-point margin at first change. But they fought back. Turlick trying to crash his way through. Goes to ground. Good work by Houlihan, I think it's. Sorry, not Houlihan. Countdown, the youngster. My apologies. Saw the 3, but there's a 5 in front of it as well. So, Fanning. Clark went unopposed. Here's Turlick. He's lifted his game. Feigned a handball, then goes with the boot forward. Defensive work by the Dogs. Brings the ball to ground. Under siege there at ground level.
I think it got to 15 points in that third term. So, next goal, very important. At the moment, 16 points.
So, umpire Clem Pennell. Veteran of the panel. One down by Fanning, close to the boundary line. This time it's Houlihan, deep in defence, managed to get the ball out. In the meantime, looks like he was infringed. Oh, a bit of pushes. I didn't like the treatment he got.
Is that reversed? Yes, it is.
It is reversed. So Houlihan, in his frustration, has overturned the ball to Turlick. And there wouldn't be a worse man you could turn the ball over to. Has 34 goals for the season, Jaden, and you certainly back him in here.
Yeah, he's been pretty crafty today. So Dean Turlick, right near the fence here. I think the young Onka Pringavelli supporters giving him some advice over the fence.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Tommy Jepoff, Michael Tudor on.
So Turlick now. Gears up. Kicks it inside forward 50. A bit wayward though, and umpire says it's a minor score. So Zach Jordan is going to bring it out. What can he do here? Looking for his options here. Looking to the near side. What can he do? So Jewel Dent now strolls out, touches the ball on the ground, kicks it outside 50. Pat goes up. Umpire finds a free kick, and it's against Uraidla. It's going towards Joffa Jeffrey. So he's testing his options in the middle. What can he do here? Can't really see anything that takes his fancy. He's going to go up the line, I reckon. Goes on a bit of a run, though. Kicks the ball under pressure, right in front of us, in front of the Uraidla coach's box. Fanning, he gets the spoil out. Kick inside forward 50 for Onka Pringavelli. Well positioned there with Uraidla, couldn't quite take the mark. Here we go, Carissa though, he set up the last goal, but he couldn't get the ball out of his hands, and that's
oh, gee whiz.
She's on behind. What's all happening here, behind play.
Carissa and Thomas. Perhaps Uraidla would have been keen to go back and take the play. They tried to play it on, and umpire Williams has come in and picked out a free kick in that scramble. It's gone to O'Brien.
I think Paul Richards is going up there to just tell the four defenders just to calm down a bit. Matty Down sending the message out to Paul Richards there.
So O'Brien with a chance to kick his 3rd goal in a row here for the Dogs.
That'd be frustrating. Troy Woodkey ready to kick the ball out of the fence there, Pistols, and now we've got a shot at goal for the Dogs.
He'll kick from about 45 metres straight out in front. I tell you what, they'll get around him. And the former Brisbane Lion and North Adelaide Rooster and Spock player the last couple of years is certainly making an impact here.
Well, this is interesting now.
So certainly closed up here when it looked like it was a case of how far earlier in the game. And the Dogs certainly come back here. 8-1, that now plays 9-6 here. 8.5 minutes gone, third term. The call of the Wild.
Yeah, so Uraidla have the better end of the third quarters against Onka Valley, averaging 17.9 in the third quarter. Onka Valley only averaged 2 goals, and they've already got 2 goals, so how far can they go in this third term? Fanning goes up in the right there. Clark, can they get the centre clearance here? Onka Valley. Green got the handball out, but to no avail. Well done to all the players there, trying to get the ball out, but they couldn't, and it's going to be another ball up.
Here's that 11-point margin that Benny Goldfinch was talking about, so closest they've been since the early start of the game, early stages. Here's Damien Green, the slug, locked up there by Worthley.
Matty Down, just having a bit of a chat to Matt Slade here, the co-captain, boundary line.
Just a bit of more intensity in the coaching box now. As I said earlier, it was roses, but they've sort of become thistles at the moment.
That's
There's
holding the
Amato
ball.
trying to slug his way through. Cricket pitch here, as called by Benny Goldfinch, just the way umpire Williams sees it. Meanwhile, Fanning just grabbing his shoulder. Hopefully he's all right for the Dogs, and the big man stakes. Ball comes forward. There's O'Brien. Sport there by Rudliff, trying to crash his way through his Lockie Schultz. He's held up there.
Handy to have Jesse O'Brien just play solely forward. It's good leading into the finals.
So, taking that ruck by the young man and done. Quick hands to O'Brien around the corner. Free goal square, bounce. Marissa lets it go through unselfishly. O'Brien has kicked 4 goals in a row. Dogs back within 5 points, Jane. Who would have thought this at quarter time?
Yeah, it's turned on its head, hasn't it? Well done by the Dogs, putting up a game here.
They'll be tuned in at the Chunga, I'm sure, from Mount Lofty.
Yeah, exactly. So well done to O'Brien there. And Uraidla have a bit of work to do now, because all the momentum is with the Dogs. They kicked 9 goal 1, so how's the accuracy too? So the Bulldogs going very well at the moment. As we see O'Brien go back to the square here, lining up on the full forward line. You got Pake as well, Jaden Howard.
Joffa Jeffries on the wing has been very good today.
So Jaden. Fanning couldn't quite get the tap. Taylor, he's class, gets the handball out. Thomas back to Taylor. Taylor, can he choke the tackle? That's holding the ball, I think. Yes, it is. Sam Green, great tackle pressure.
Great tackle.
Back the Dogs with the pressure. Sam Green goes inside forward 50, looking for O'Brien.
1, 2.
2, 3. No, couldn't quite take the mark. Great tackle pressure by him as well. When it's
such a presence down there.
He is, isn't he? And the ball's locked in the forward 50 for the Bulldogs.
I tell you, Schultz just getting a vital hand there. O'Brien could have grabbed that at the fourth. Ball comes down. Here's a chance for Cooper Spry. Hacks one forward, bouncing ball towards Brazier. Cruel bounce him, picked up by Allen right in front of us. He is well collared there by Matty Dean. Back in the side this week. So right in the boundary line, right in front of Uraidla coach Matt Down, who certainly has a game on his hand. His side leads by 5 points, 9-6 to 9-1.
What were they out to?
11.5 minutes.
They were out to a 5-goal lead.
Third term they were. Led by 32 points at one stage. Early in the second term, after Clark kicked that first goal. But since then, it's they've only added 2 goals. Onkas have added 7, if I'm right. J might check that for me. Ball comes down to Spry. Ben Heavily, I tell you, one thing that has gone up is the Dogs' pressure around the ball.
Sticking with Nathan Rudlis on O'Brien. O'Brien deep in the goal square here.
So I think some words from Coach Watts at quarter time has had an effect, and again at half time.
Spry. How's about the tackling pressure from Onka?
Great tackle here by Houlihan. He'll be keen not to give this one up as he did last free kick he received. So Adam Houlihan, the former Bridgewater Raider, had a pretty good season in his debut in the tricolours. Puts it forward, top of the square. O'Brien trips over there. Schultz fumbles it. Here's a chance for Big Dunn, the youngster from Millicent. Close to the boundary line, right in front of the Dogs faithful in the members' pavilion. And we'll have a ball up, Jaden J.
We sure do. So, what can they do here, the Dogs? Another forward 50 stoppage. Throw up's nearly out of bounds. But anyway, it's locked up again here. So, what can they do here, the Bulldogs? Colin Dunn around the ball. O'Brien, Mayo, Taylor as well. He gets the kick outside 50, right in front of us. Nikem's there, but well done there by Angus Shute.
Been good.
He kicks the ball inside forward 50.
Thomas.
Carissa Howard around the ball for Onka Valley. What can they do here? Ball bounces out. Well done by Gamma. He's been good in this game. He couldn't quite get rid of it though, and umpire says lock it in. So,
just getting numbers behind the ball now, Onka Valley. So when Uraidla do kick it forward, in fact, it's only about 6 players to the right of the screen at the moment. If Uraidla get the ball forward, there'll be a massive rush. At the moment, their defence under pressure is the Dogs certainly pushing. They've kicked 3 straight goals this quarter to 2 behinds. And as such, trail by 5 points, 9-1 to 9-6 here. The ring-a-ding-ding to close the minor rounds here on the Call of the Wild Division 1 football. And here's Worthley. Horny held up there as he goes to ground level under tackling pressure from Howard and Sam Green. So the young Dogs getting involved here. Umpire Pennell. Done. Ball ricochets. Clean kick away by Schultz. High. Here's Kuiper territory. Brings the ball to ground. Taken here by Allen.
yep.
Handballs it onto the run of Kluverik. The skipper goes bang. And drifts forward
score
for a minor score. So 3 behinds is the return for the Demons in this quarter, Jaden, against 3 straight by the Dogs.
correct. So Riley's in it now. Goes to the far side of Gamma. Gamma in front of the cricket nets. Second his option. He's going to do the switch back across the ground, across the back 50. Goes to Joffa Jeffrey. He's going to go for a run. He's been doing that in this quarter a little bit. He's looking for Green. Green couldn't quite take the mark. Good run by Green again. Handballs over to Houlihan. Houlihan goes inside forward 50.
Oh,
take the mark.
Tyson Papers all by himself there.
Well done there by Tudor. He found some space there, took the mark, and now they rebound. So Amado takes the mark here. What can he do? Weave some magic on his left. Finds Kluvenek. Kluvenek inside forward 50. Couldn't quite take the mark. Ferrari. Couldn't quite get on that occasion. Kuiper, though, fighting hard for the Bulldogs. Well done by Ferrari to lock it in there. Looked like Kuiper could take it out and clear, but well done there by Ferrari. So now it's a stoppage for Uraidla.
Well done by both players there. They both had an opportunity to clear it, but desperation, desperate times now, they both held the ball in, as has the occasion now. Once again, strong tackle applied there on Taylor.
Sam Green's had a good game with the tackling pressure.
Absolutely. The youngsters, as Shane Collins talked about at half-time, the president coming to the fore, graduating through. Here's a chance for Ferrari. High kick forward. Oh, good use of the body there by Turlick. As the ball come in, just as, well, as Sandford experience he's got, as he used it to effect on former Nord teammate Ben Jeffries there, I suggest. Yeah, so Dean Turlick, chance for his 2nd goal in the game. As we said, has handed out a few this afternoon. 34 goals for the season so far. Leading goal kicker for the Uraidla. So Turlick. Important kick this one. I just need a steadier goal umpire. It's moved a fair bit, but looks like it snuck through.
Lockie Schultz coming off the ground here. Angus Clark, after a bit of a chat to Matt Down, comes on. And a good goal there, Dean Turlick, just to settle down there. Uraidla's first of the 3rd term after 3 in a row to O'Brien and Jaden as Jag Cornish comes on, and looks like Gamma having a bit of a breather.
In fact, that was Uraidla's first goal, which said the last 4 in succession, kicked by O'Brien.
Yeah, so what can Onka Valley do here? A bit of momentum stolen by Uraidla. Angus Clark in the ruck there, like Goldie said, back on the field, competing against Conan Dunn, the Millicent boy. So what can they do here? Ball up in the middle. Clark gets the double hand tap out. Amado, no free kick paid. And umpire says, give it to me. So that was Green there. For Onka putting the tackle pressure on as well. Clark and Dunn in the ruck. Clark gets the tap out. Mayo didn't have it. And he's going to get the free kick. So he's looking to get the centre clearance here for Onka Valley. Kicks the ball forward. What can they do here, Onka Valley? Dean there, gets taken. Umpire says ball. He had an opportunity to get rid of it and he didn't. So, what can they do here, Uraidla?
Good tackle applied there by Gretsch. So Gretsch, of course, Hills Football League rep. So Gretsch, the iron fist as he's known, puts it forward. Big leap there by Schutt. He's been impressive. Just unobtrusive, does his job on crashing his way through forward. There was Kuiper. Ball deflects forward. High kick. but I think it's going to be high and wide, possibly close to the line. Did stay in play. Play on, says the umpire. So here they go to Dogs. Clever work there. So stream forward. Here's a chance. O'Brien putting in the hard yards against Thomas. Ball tapped forward is O'Brien. He'll do a bit of magic here. Taken by Uraidla. Handball's back here. Here's a chance for Sam Green. Front of the stick. Bang! And she's all tied up here. No, sorry, that other goal. My apologies. Getting excited here.
One goal the difference.
Yeah, one goal.
Back to one goal.
Great work by O'Brien. Handballed off, and we'll have a look at the running play here. Luke Thomas just trying to concede there. O'Brien tackle didn't stick. Rodliff's handball to Green. We talked about him. He's tackling and he's also kicking goal, Jaden. One goal the difference now. 10-7 to 10-1. This is a great game.
All the defenders drawn to the one contest. So as I said, Green left unmanned, Jaden.
Yeah, all done to Green though to read the play, get where he was needed to be and kick the goal. He absolutely loved it too. So 6-point ball game here. Nearly 20 minutes gone in this third term. Good love a close game here at Balhannah. 2 points and 3 points back in 2021 and 2020. So they know how to play a close game, these two sides. Conan Dunn, Angus Clark in the ruck. Umpire Williams throws the ball up. Clark gets the tap down. Uraidla looking to clear out. Green, good pressure there, but well done by Uraidla. They get the kick out and the umpire is going to throw it in. So Jeffries was able to intercept there and punch the ball out.
Boundary throw in here.
Boundary throw in. That was Cooper Spry that cleared the ball out for Uraidla. So very important part of the game here. Clark Dunn in the ruck. Clark gets the tap out again. Green there for Onka Valley. Tackles Spry. So Spry now gives the ball back to umpire Williams.
20 goals. It's been a good game.
Yeah, sure has. Clark gets the tap down. Bit of a stoppage situation again, maybe. Taylor couldn't quite get out, and umpire says, give it to me. So Mayo was trying to run with the ball, but umpire said, no, give it to me. So umpire Williams, his third ball up in the space of 30 seconds in the same part of the ground. Well done there by Jeffries, third man up. Green punches it forward. Pate can't quite throw the tackle, and umpire says, give it to me.
Nice tied up. Single wing tackle there by Jeppy. So Clark gets it down. Double fist forward there by Calnan. Went to Damien Green. He's held up. So good, tough game of football here on the verge of the finals. Taste of things to come. Clark takes the ball. Wrapped up by Calnan and Dunn, two youngsters. So
at least the umpire's not just picking something here. He's letting it go.
So umpire Williams puts it up. Clark uses his body, takes it under the 1 mitt. Didn't really try to get rid of it. But umpire Williams says, no, I'll ball it up again. So he must be getting tired of this. Throwing the ball up. Ball comes through, trying to crash through there.
Going again.
George Dent. Ball wouldn't sit for him. So umpire Williams, I'd like to see
rugby here anyway.
Like to see his stats with that, Jane. So once again he goes. Clark grabs it again and really doesn't try to drop it on his boot. So once again, umpire Williams
shake things up here. Maybe throw it to the left a bit.
So sets it up this time. This time Spry, something different. Ball comes down there. Rolling rugby scrum here.
Going to be another one.
So once again, umpire Williams certainly earning his money in the last
good discipline by both sides.
Couple of minutes. So Clark versus Dunn. The youngster got it down. This time it's better. Fed the ball out to Dunn, who followed up for the ruck. Puts it forward. O'Brien one-on-one with Rudolph. Rudolph gets his fist to it, close to the line. In fact, out of bounds. So we'll have a boundary throw in right next to the right-hand post. Oak Bank. End of the ground. A close game. What have we got? 1 goal. The difference. 10-7 plays 10-1 on the court with the Wild.
So Onka Valley. What can they do here? Academy boy throws it in. Clark there takes it out. Gets the kick away. Bit of a dribbling ball there. Looking for Allen, and he is taken. Good tackle pressure by the Bulldogs, and it's going to be another stop situation. That was O'Brien there getting the tackle. So Clark in the ruck there for Uraidla. Kochloni third man up. Clark gets the kick out again. Carissa now gets the handball over to Kuiper. Sells a dummy, kicks to the man of the mark. That was Nykamp, I reckon. He gets the handball out. Now they're out here, Uraidla, if they can get a clean takeaway, but they can't. No, they can't. So the ball is taken over the boundary line.
Onkers have trailed all day. Uraidla have kicked the first goal of the match to Harry Allen at the 2-minute mark, and since then Uraidla have been in front. They lead by a goal, 24-minute mark.
So, ruck duel. done. The youngster from the Dogs against Angus Clark, experienced Uraidla player. Clark gets it down, ricochets into a pack situation. Once again, Worthley doing the hard work there, applies a tackle on the Jag man in Cornish. So umpire Williams loves chucking the ball up. Loves to spend his Saturday afternoon. So there's a chance now for Taylor. Threads his way clear, puts it out in front. Turlick territory, but getting back and cutting off of him. Play on was the call, was it? I thought that was a mark. Deceptive mark taken there, but no, said the umpire. Matty Dean not paid the mark, so ball up occurs. Once again, ball one down this time. Scrag there, Dogs, no. Umpire letting it flow. Toe poke forward by Nykamp, smothered. Kotsoni gets the handball out. Chain of handballs this way, that way. Round the corner, high kick, camped under his pike. Takes a very good mark, the youngster. Surveys what's on offer. Thought about handing it off. He'll go by boot across the ground.
Forward here.
And finds Coccioni.
So Coccioni now kicks to the outer side to Jewel Dent. They're trying to switch to play here. Goes to Dean. Dogs were streaming forward there too. So well, what can they do here? So Dean goes back to Jewel Dent.
Blake Fanning straight on the ground here, could take this.
He goes forward. Fanning couldn't quite take the mark there. Houlihan kicks inside forward 50. Looking to end. Good.
Johnston.
There it is. Johnston.
I tell you what, superb play there by Houlihan. Got himself, as you like to have your crummers, front and centre with that contest. Took the ball, and as J&J called, put it straight down the ground. Here's a chance for Ben Johnson to kick his fourth and most important goal of the year.
Probably the most important second shot of the game so far. 25 minutes gone.
Even things up.
Last term to even things up. So Johnson now, strolling in the goal, kick on his way. He's got it, likes it straight away, and so do the Bulldogs fans. To our left here, near the canteen, getting up and about. And now scores are level.
32 points the margin at one stage, and good presenting there by Blake Fanning, straight into the action, presented nicely, and then Houlihan with the crumb.
So entering time on here in the third term, and who would have thought? Demons led by 26 at quarter time, 21 at half time. Now we're locked up 11-1, as we've mentioned. Great kicking by the Dogs to 10-7, so both tallies 67 in the shadows of three-quarter time. So set for an enthralling last term. Of course, the Dogs can't go any higher. They're booked into elimination final. And by the realms of possibility, could well be playing the Demons again next week, depending on the result of this game, and also Mount Lofty versus a Chunga. Lofty in charge at the moment, but they need a big win with that percentage. But if Onkas win, we don't have to worry about that. They'll go a game clear. So ruck duel ended in a ground ball, held up there. So once again, umpire will come in and ball up. On this occasion, it'll be Morgan Price to test out the right arm. Puts it up. Over the top was Fanning. Kicked there by Watton was smothered. Big Clark follows up, trying to get the ball out from his teammate. In the meantime, his teammate has been pinged. Was Fanning, and Watton with the free kick gives off the run of Jep.
So Jep now finds the man. What can they do here? Uraidla gets the handball away. Goes over to Gretsch. He kicks inside forward 50. Kuiper there trying to retreat here for the Dogs. Handballs through a behind. So good pressure there by Amato, making Kuiper think there. And Gammon's going to bring it out for the Bulldogs. So he's just signalling to go to the outer side here, I think. Trying to create some space here. So kicks the ball. What can they do here? Pushed out there. It was done. Umpire says play on. Handball out here for Uraidla. But good tackle pressure there by the Bulldogs. Tackle pressure's been really good the last two quarters, with Uraidla having the good tackle pressure in the first term. So there you go. That is the end of the third term here at Balhannah. Uraidla 10-8-68. Lead the Bulldogs by 1 point, 11-1-67.
Yeah, great quarter if you're a Bulldog fan. They came out facing a 21-point deficit. Then it became the Jesse O'Brien show after he kicked the last goal on the siren on half-time. He ran it on 3 consecutive goals to give him 4 straight for the game, then followed up by Sam Green and Johnson late in that term. Only a major reply from Turlick. So suddenly, turn around and the Demons find themselves 1 point ahead as we head into three-quarter time. We'll be back shortly here on the Call of the Wild with what promises to be an exciting last term here at Balhannah.
I don't think he actually kicked a goal, and then
No.
the second quarter he obviously got a wriggle on, kicked 4, and if all going well, Mansalacia will get up the moment where Darcy kicked his 100th here for the Rams, who are in control at the moment against Mount Barker. So let's have a look at this. All going well.
Where's it waiting to
Here we go.
come up?
Beautifully done. Here's the moment. Dar's got the directly in front. And on they come with the cameras filming.
What if Iron Mike got out there? Just wait and see.
A few people just walking out there. So great moment there. And who was that captured by, Jade?
So thanks to Alice Perkins, the Nan Bremer United women's captain there. So thank you to her for providing that.
Just one more time, just in case people missed that. That was good work. So here's the moment. Dar's got 100 for Nan, just down the road. Towards the, what end of the ground is that, Pistol?
The Nan town end, I suppose you'd call it.
Yeah.
It's almost similar to Buddy's 1000th. They come from everywhere.
There you go.
The Maroon, the Ramilly. So well done to Darcy Hurrigan. It's the third time he's done it. And joins Albie Glewis and Chris Sladdens as century A-grade goal kickers for the Nan Bremer Football Club. As we go round the grounds at just three-quarter time in that particular game, as Benny mentioned, I don't know how many Darcy's got, but the score's 17-13 to 4-4. Three-quarter time, you reckon he might have a few. He might be on his way to his second century.
Yeah, yeah, good.
And Mount Lofty, important result here. Mount Lofty 14-9, Achunga 7-5.
Okay.
So the Devils won't get the margin.
No.
They need to overhaul the percentage. So they're in the lap of the gods as far as the Dogs winning this game. And, well, they'll be tuning in only 1 point ball game here in favour of Uraidla. So third spot very much on the line here in the last quarter of this game. Round 18 coming to you through Call of the Wild, through Filming Footy, Sports Interactive in Dartfish. So Matt Down, realising a double chance, will be very handy as umpire Reece Williams holds the ball off. So how will it end up this final term? 1 point margin to the Demons. Fanning gets the first ball. Here's Hurlahan working hard. Overruns the ball. He's got support there from a teammate in Sam Green. Ball comes out, but in the meantime, umpire Reece Williams' whistle had gone. So crowd a little bit tense here. Ruckjewel comes down. First to get to be Worthley. Horney hacks it forward, bouncing ball. Amato got rid of his counterpart, 15, and Cornish. Follows up Waldo. Cornish with the ball. Taken there. Umpire Pendle said no prior. It's, well, everyone getting excited here, Benny. Coaching staff, spectators.
Yep. Forward line here for Uraidla. Kuiper just dropping back to the goal line here. We had quite a few ball ups in that third term. 1 point in the margin. 5-goal term for the Dogs to 1. Can they get a continuation here and hit the lead for the first time in the match? Well, Jep's got it versus Dunn. Sweeping handball over the top to Ferrari, who's starting to warm into this one. Back in the team. Kick into forward area. Good cut off there. Kluvenik was the marking target. Sam Green dropping off and taking the ball out of bounds. He kicked the goal in that third term after nice work by Jesse O'Brien. So boundary throw in here from the academy boy. 1 point in the margin. Uraidla leading. Plenty on the outcome of this contest. Here's Coccioloni. Just got the handball away, but it might be a turnover. Good hustle there by Houlihan, forcing the pressure. And we've got a stoppage 45 metres out from Uraidla's goal. A lot of tension here. 2 minutes gone. Balhannah Oval in the final term. Hills Football League Division 1 A-grade round 18 action. Uraidla win. They appear to be locked into third spot. They lose and they'll be playing Onka's next weekend in an elimination final on the Sunday. So a lot to play for here for Uraidla, and the Dogs looking to warm up for finals with a come from behind victory. Amato gets it out to Turlik. Under pressure, but we know what he's like in these situations. Snaps the ball around the corner. Kluvenik, and the Dogs force it through for a rush behind.
Yeah, good work by Sinot there. Of course, acting captain today in the absence of Jake Adcock. So George Dent with the ball brings it back out. 2 point margin. Joffa Jeffrey gets his hand to it. He's got assistance from Schutt. Toe poke forward by Brazier.
Oh.
Back to Schutt. Gets a hack left foot forward. Intercepted there by Werfel.
Oh,
been pretty good. Oh, great turn and spin by Calnan. Gave it to Houlihan. Coccioloni. Long handball out wide. Houlihan goes to Shepherd. Out towards Green, I think it is. Handball's over the top to a teammate. Intercepted here by Thomas, who's been pretty good this afternoon. As Benny Goldfinch said, could be a contender for the team of the year with a consistent season in defence. And that time stopping the flow of the Dogs. So Ruckjewel again. Leaping was Ferrari over the top of Fanning. Umpire rules in favour of the Onka's big man. Infringed there.
He's got Zach Dent here running for him, but he's just got the eyes looking straight down the line, and that's where he goes. Front position. Ball's ricocheted, gone out of bounds on the full, so I think it's a free kick here for Uraidla. It's going to Nathan Rudloff. We'll get Jaden's thoughts shortly as we head towards the 5-minute mark. So Rudloff, out of side, kicks the ball towards Cooper Niekamp. Good defensive spoil there. I think that was Fanning or Kuiper involved. Fanning, I believe. Green, he's been good. Shrugs aside his opponent, kicks the ball dribbly towards Luke Thomas, mopping up in defence. Half back line, Kluvenik territory. Good mark there by Kluvenik. Good presenting by the co-captain. Next kick's important. Cooper Spry's on. No, he goes shorter towards Cooper Niekamp. Could earn a 25 there, not paid. So Niekamp, half forward flank. He's got Harry Allen deep. He goes in that area versus Zach Dent.
Both sides claiming holding the ball, both trying to claim the mark there, Benny. So tense situation for everyone.
Luke Thomas once again, reliable game across that half back line. A lot of tension here.
So Ruckjewel, fisted forward by Fanning, who's been good this afternoon. Ball comes over. Here's a chance. Will it sit for the Sog?
What a
Tommy
tackle.
Jep, he slugged that ground.
Matty Down is living this and breathing it.
So the Dogs with the ball come across here. Zach George Dent, who we spoke to pre-game, gets it out here. It's a chance here. Kluvenik brings the ball to ground.
Next goal's just so
comes
crucial.
out at Harry Allen. We know he's an excitement machine. Puts a wedge shot forward towards Amato. Intercepted there by Gamma, I think it was, getting involved.
Coccioloni's had some big plays in the second half.
He has. It's been a good team effort by the Dogs. As I said, at quarter time and all sorts of strife. 2-1 to 6-3, but they've fought back very honestly and valiantly here. And on the cusp of a big scalp here.
So, ball up situation here. I think it's Clem Pennell throws the ball up. Fanning versus Clark in ruck. Green just shovels it out to Coccioloni. That could be holding the ball. Oh, he's deemed it in the back. Got to refocus here. Coccioloni Short pass, just goes the distance to Houlihan. Forces him on the right boot. This might come off. Cooper Spry gets the ball towards Amato. Amato goes to Taylor. Taylor can go inboard to Harry Allen. Handball didn't quite hit him. Amato with the tackle. Keeps the ball inside 50 for Uraidla.
Good work there by the Jagman corner. She just stood his ground as he took that ball. He knew they were coming and he wouldn't let it out because he knew they were off to the races. So ball hurt up. Still dangerous territory. Fanning the big leaper. Got it clear. It's a chance for Houlihan.
It's gone.
Taken, manages to get the ball clear to hands and knee stuff. Fists it forward, intercepted by Tudor.
Oh, another in the back.
Push out again has been paid in favour of Adam Houlihan. Be interested to see if he goes back this time and just does a long kick then try to run around the man on the back. Matt down here as Switcher comes here. Here's Kuiper, gets around Turlick, puts it out wide. Allen's got the sit here. Got assistance there from a teammate.
Oh, Cooper Niekamp all by himself.
Puts it back inside,
Didn't
but
come
intercepted there by Zach George Dent, who'll just slide down temporarily for the Dogs, who are pushing, trying to get out of defence here. Goes out wide, he's got a lead out here. Off hands. Hacked back there by Nickel. Intercepted and taken by Riley Sinnott.
It's been all in the forward half of the ground here to start this final term for Uraidla. They can't get that potential knockout blow. It's 2 points the margin still. Can Onkas go end to end? Kynan Dunn almost took the mark. Johnston kicked a goal in that third term that levelled the scores. Handball back. I think it was Jorg Dent. Kick into the middle of the ground. This is a big play here. Luke Thomas once again had a great game. Mopping up half back line. This time in the middle of the ground. Goes towards Kluvenek. Ball hits the deck. Amato. This might pay off for the Dogs. Fanning got it from Jorg Dent. Got it to Green. Got it to Houlihan. Advantage. Play on.
Oh, no, he's paid.
Oh!
Illegal disposal.
Whew.
Fanning.
Dogs were off through the middle of the ground.
So Tommy Worthley with the free kick. Cut the air with a knife at the moment.
How would you like to be a coach?
Thank you. So
It's
Tommy
entertaining.
Worthley.
Like, he's living it, Matty Down. It's great.
Such it in. Niekamp gets his hands to it. Taken in by Spry. Was he taken high? Seems the umpires have put the whistle away here.
They're 2 points in front, holding on to third spot. Double chance.
Interesting since quarter time.
Oh, another free kick.
Uraidla have kicked 4 goals. 9 to the Dogs, so the Dogs are certainly gaining momentum as Fanning got under the kick a bit. Coming forward and taking the mark though is Big Dunn, boy from Millicent. So Kynan Dunn past under 18s Premiership football to Bays. Big leap over the back, fist comes down here to Johnston who kicked the goal for the Dogs over the top here. Seeing if handball is O'Brien will know who'll do something. Goes long towards the top of the square. Here's Houlihan.
Oh.
His hands to the ball.
Oh.
Pokes it out to advantage. Swooping on it now.
Oh, good tackle.
The ground. Teammate.
Swoosh. Well, all the play, Jaden, I get the feeling
Just
it's been in Uraidla's forward half of the ground this term.
Yeah, there's actually been 10 inside 50s to 1. So, yeah, pretty, it's been living up here, that's for sure, in front of us. So it'll be interesting to see if Onka Valley can make the most of this rare inside forward 50 chance in this quarter.
So Clark gets it down.
Good work.
There's
Cooper
Spry. Runs towards the line and brings the ball back out and finds Thomas. He'll just settle the boys down for the Demons. Comes out towards the wing. He's got a lead out here.
Got to wrap it up.
And finds Cooper Niekamp a long way down the field. Handballs it on to the run of Worthley. He's been pretty good.
That's Schultz.
Puts it towards centre half forward. Oh, Turlick used his body.
That's all good.
There's a chance for Fanning. No, he got protection though from Zach George Dent. Sorry, Kuiper. Puts it back. Schultz involved. Handball across here. The slug Green gets it backwards. This time it's George Dent. Puts the ball over. Intercepted here by Nickel. Lifts the eye. Puts it forward.
Oh, it's just a millimetre too long.
Good mark taken by George Dent. Game of inches at the moment, millimetres.
Yep.
Mark taken here. Dogs go forward through Carissa.
Kicks towards centre half forward. Kynan Dunn takes the mark. Centre half forward for the Dogs. They lead. They trail by 2 points. 25-metre penalty. I've got no idea what that was for.
I think it was Tudor. Maybe it was one of his teammates. Maybe Taylor, not pointing the finger at him, but just trying to work out whether he ran through the
Well, this has
protected
put the
area.
Dogs in the front for the first time in the match.
Kind of done 4 goals for the season.
And would put Mount Lofty back into 3rd spot.
So no doubt they'll be tuning in to
If
call.
we're doing a live ladder, we're doing a live ladder. This to put Mount Lofty back into 3rd spot. Conan Dunn directly in front to put the Dogs in front for the first time in a match. He sneaks it in. 11-9. I mean, yeah, we'll get the score in a sec here, Joe. Bear with me, I'm just a bit flustered here. 12-1 to 10-9. How's about the accuracy?
Yes,
Jaden?
yeah, great accuracy. And they're second inside 50, and they've got the goal there. So it's been 10 inside 50s to 2, 23 kicks to 15 in favour of the Dogs as well. So very interesting here. What can Uraidla do to get back in the lead? First time the Dogs have been in front all day. Nearly 12 minutes gone in this last term. Pistols.
So at one stage early in the second term, they trailed by 32 points. The Bulldogs now they lead by 4. As I said, 73 to 69. 12 minutes tucked over here. Final term. Final minor round game.
Catherine Coccioloni says go to Dogs. Connor Mildy's enjoying it.
With a big tank, no doubt. So the ball comes out. Here's a chance taken by Schultz. The young big man grabs outside 50-metre arc, goes bang. Turlick territory. Well done there.
How's
Good
about
work
the
by
strength?
Sutter. Pulled off the ball there. No. Turlick. I tell you what, the Uraidla supporters.
There's a magpie on the
vocal.
fence. Magpie
The
wants
swooping
to.
magpie, just here, one of the boys. Minor Premier. There you go, mate. As the ball comes down here. Harry Allen always does something special, not on this occasion. Ball comes out, here's a chance for
Scotty Taylor.
High kick, I tell you what,
That's a goal.
Goal up, that's a marvellous
And the Magpie loves it. He's up and about
opportunity
here on
goal
the fence.
there.
What a goal.
So Taylor, his 14th goal of the season, couldn't be more timely than that.
So Uraidla back in 3rd spot in the live ladder, Jaden.
Yes, how about this, eh? What a way to finish the minor round. 11-9-75, 12-1-73.
What are your thoughts, Jaden? What
It's gone in this last term.
Nothing but the best here on the court a while,
Yes,
Jaden.
yeah, exactly.
The vibe of Hills
We've had
footy.
some ring-a-dings here at the Balhannah
Yeah,
Oval.
we sure have. Well, last year, Uraidla love a close game here, especially last season. So in the ruck, Fanning wins the tap out. Amato, what can happen here for Uraidla?
Amato clears the ball, does he? Or ricochets off someone's knee towards the half-forward line. Joffa Jeffries around it. Cooper Spry trying to pick it up. He's got a player there in a Watton, but Joffa wraps him up in the tackle. 14 minutes gone, plenty of time. 2 points to margin. Live ladder, Uraidla in 3rd, Mount Lofty in 4th. Schultz won it down to Taylor. Taylor snaps the ball round the corner. Cooper Nykamp brought it towards Woodkey. He's got a running player for him in Slade. Slade over the top to Harry Allen. Just has to get it round the corner for a snap.
He has.
Hey, he kicked a goal.
And he loves it.
Great answer here from Uraidla. Consecutive majors after the Dogs hit the lead. And now they extend their margin out to 8 points, Jane J.
Yeah, just too strong on that occasion for Uraidla. They've got a bit of momentum now. They did have momentum early in this last quarter. They had that many inside 50s that couldn't get the goal. Now they've got 2. And didn't they love it? Well done by Allen. He knows how to kick a goal.
Especially
But
here, he
moment,
did the double cobra
this
pistol.
side of the ground as well.
Of course, Andrew Ozalekna won the photo of the year last year for Harry Allen's double cobra work.
Plenty of expression from Harry Allen when he kicks a goal that counts. And, well, another one there. So back in the centre, can the Dogs reply on what's been a fascinating battle since quarter time. Watton over the ball. Over the top of him was Mayo, holds the ball in.
And one man who's ridden every single contest has been Matt Down. He's just on it today.
He'll go home exhausted, the 4-time premiership player himself. Comes out here, it's a chance for Carissa. Thomas, he's been very good this afternoon. Gets it back to Schultz. Schultz with a handball back to Brazier. Brazier with a sweeping handball there to Watton. He fumbled. Chance for the Dogs to post through Mayo. Got it to Pate. The youngster puts it out wide, just doesn't carry. Great effort there for a slips catch by Carissa. Allows the Demons to steady and run it out. He's back to Big Rudliff. Lumbles down the road, puts it down. There's a chance for Turlick. Well, it's in for him. Full bounce, so favours Kluvenek on the left. This way, that way. Gets onto the right. Goes to the hands, back to Taylor. He's been very good in this quarter. Second goal in the first 15 minutes, and you just see Uraidla starting to steady his experienced heads coming to the fore here, Jaden.
Yeah, tell you what, come at the moment, come with Scott Taylor there. Great composure, and well done to him. He's kicked 2 very crucial goals. And yeah, how good for him when he was taken off the ball as well after he kicked it. So,
yeah,
39.87, 12.173, Goldie, 16 minutes gone.
He was actually involved in that movement too to Hallen to get that ball. So as I said, Scott Taylor, the former South and Old Scots player, certainly showing his experience. The cream comes to the top, Benny.
Yep, Matty Down just having a bit of a drink here. Just after all that, you're right, Pistols. He'll deserve tonight. Just if they get up and about, just put the feet up, prepare for essentially a qualifying final. They've got a handy 14-point lead now after Kine and Dunn got Onkas in front at the 12-minute mark. So actually they've kicked 3 goals in 3 minutes, or 2 minutes, Uraidla. They're going forward once again. Alan Taylor, don't tell me he's going to kick a third for the term. He is.
Well,
he's on, Jaden.
So that's
he could be coming into calculation here for a pair of Archies and a beanie.
Was that 4 goals for Taylor? The first one in the 16th minute mark of the first term, and he's hit 3 in this quarter. Been involved in a lot of the positive play for Uraidla during the day and also in this quarter. So talk about momentum.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 teams, that's for
Yes,
sure. And
yes.
that's got Taylor, the scooter, certainly written his name into the books here.
And a little bit of a fist there from Matty Down towards us. He liked that goal.
See that one on the highlights. So back in the centre. Umpire flicks it up. Have the Dogs got one last push at them. So trail now by 14 points.
Got 10 minutes left, I reckon.
Yeah, it's only in 10
so.
minutes. 17 ticked over. Comes here's to Brazier. Puts it, hacks it forward, bouncing ball. Turlick uses his body well to get rid of his opponent.
Nike.
Ball spills his chance for Jack George Dent. Relieves the pressure. Ball comes out there. 1 grab, 2 grab. I tap forward cleverly there. Demons. Desperate now. Onkers comes to George Dent, threads his way through. Gets it back to O'Brien. Is at the wrong end of the ground now. Defensively. Comes to Carissa in his 200th senior game. Held up. I think he was paid 1 for too high. Quickly nurses it forward. Here's a chance for Pate. Just over his head too much. Back there. Rudliff. Underground little pass. Doesn't come off. Comes back to Pate. Lifts the eyes and puts it forward. A slips catch. Did it carry? Yes. The umpire right on. Umpire Morgan Price right on the scene there has ruled that it was a legal mark there by Tom Mayo. So Mayo with the opportunity to kick his 18th goal for the season and his return season, because missed last year. He was over at Port Lincoln.
We'll just get this kick and then we'll go to the reaction on the sideline here for Uraidla. So, big kick, bring it back to 14 points. Tommy Mayo. And he's missed that one. Started the season with a bit of concussion issues and now looking for a big finals campaign.
Back down through the hands up and over. He was happy or...
So kick in here for Nathan Rudloff. As you see, Matty down there, who's lived and breathed every single contest today. It's been great to watch, straight in front of us here.
That's his first year as a senior coach.
He's done a good job. He's done a great job. Get him in the 3rd spot potentially here right at the end.
We might whack the heart monitor
I
on
just
him,
follow him here for a little bit. He's
interesting. Does a whole aerobic workout too, the big fella.
Tell you what, he would have reached 10,000 steps. That's for sure. This game.
The heart rate and the steps are all covered.
Yeah.
Have to check his Apple Watch afterwards, Joe.
Exactly.
That's the stat that'll matter.
Yes.
Boundary throw in. Boundary throw in here. Half forward line for the Dogs. Squeezed out there by Watton. Joffa Jeffries. He's been good. They'll be looking for a big final next Sunday. Looks to be against Mount Lofty at this stage. And that's good work out of bounds. Matty Down looking for the free kick there. And 12-2 to 14-9. 21 minutes gone. 19 points the margin. Caterby boy says he's going to throw it in here. He's fantastic.
So we'll get him wide up next week.
Now he's on his haunches here.
Sounds of the game. Yeah.
Let's just get... Oh, that's all right.
We're sort of all about community football.
Well, they got two of the best in charge, with Pucker Richards as the runner and Matty Down as the head coach. Of course, a part of that shift in the 2011 grand final, Pistols, was the two swapping.
Swapped the wings.
Pucker went into the ruck and Matty Down went onto the wing.
Kicked a vital goal. This comes out to Nick Amato. Held up there. So you can see the scoreboard in the background. 21.5 minutes just about to tick over. And you think Demons have done enough, but gee, they've had a hell of a scare, the Demons.
You betcha.
That's for sure. And full credit to Onka. I'll be looking to take this form into next week. As they possibly be playing, can't confirm, but looks more likely to be Mount Lofty. It's the ball centred back here to Houlihan, who strikes into goals and puts through a goal. Where there's time, there's hope.
They would need 3 goals on Copperinga Valley, basically. 13 points down, so don't rule them out, though. You never know.
No, I'm not, Jaden. 13 points to margin. Need 2 quick ones, though.
Two quick ones, and then... Oh, could it be a draw?
Well, what would that mean? Anyway.
Could end up to 1 point.
Yeah.
They still need 3 goals or 3 scores to win.
Yeah.
So they've got to go straight from the middle here. You'd feel probably 5 minutes left in the match.
It looks like they're looking for another football too, Benny.
Is that one flat, is it?
It's gone flat, or it's been souvenired. We'll just pick one out of the box here. That's
looks a little bit old. That's all right.
Might have a bit more swing on it, Jaden J.
We'll see what happens with the next 5 minutes with the replacement Sharon. Jesse O'Brien in the middle. Dunn versus Clark in ruck. Clark won it down or flicked it over the back towards Worthley. Dunn wraps him up towards the wing area. Jaden's just going through his stats here. 13 points to margin, 24 minutes gone. Dogs hit the lead at the 12-minute mark, but Uraidla, through the assistance of Scotty Taylor, pushing forward, have got themselves into a good position here by 13 points in a match they got to win to finish third. Taylor smothered Carissa with the kick. Bursting through was done, and I reckon he's earned a free kick here, Pistols, and it's advantage for the Dogs.
Yep, put forward. Tied up there's Howard, right by the scoreboard. Ball goes out of bounds.
Of course, we'll be in action tomorrow as well with the HFLW Grand Final day, Jaden. Should be a good one.
Yeah, should be a good day.
So the diminutive Academy boy comes in to pitch the ball back in. So Onkas need a score from this. Over the top, taking the ball was Houlihan, intercepted. Trying to burst his way through as O'Brien gets it clear. Defence there. Finally taken by that man. Thomas puts it forward. Done.
Of men in front, Kluvenik. No? Okay.
No, done. The young man takes it, gives it back here to Kuiper. Kuiper puts it forward. Over the top. Huge pack. Ball spilt over the line. So Uraidla defensively using the line now.
Jaden's just really going through some stats here.
So he's got the brown built cabinet here. Opening all the drawers, trying to find what he's after. So once again, ruck contest. Big Clark takes it. He's been very good this afternoon. Matt Down appealing for his fellow big man to get a free kick. Notices umpire Pennell. So it's time going down now. We're coming up to 25-minute mark. Once again, Clark is the power work this afternoon. Uraidla just content to hold the ball in there, rolling scum style, as Rudliff. One the experienced hands in defence there, just only too happy to hold the ball up and create another ball up.
Paul Richards back out there, the runner for Uraidla. A lot of players around the contest here. Taylor with the tackle on Jag Cornish. Meantime, that's wrapped up there. I think that's Damien Green wrapped up by Harry Allen, who's had a bit of time down at Norwood this year, and he's back ready for finals. So Coccioloni doing a bit of ruck work there. Handball over the top, into space. Carissa looking to run onto that one, and Uraidla just happy, Jaden, I'm sure, to just let the top clock continue to wind down here.
Yeah, I think so. Is it, nearly 26 minutes now, so what can Onka Pringa do? Can they get a late goal here? Fanning in the ruck, Green was third man up. Scott Taylor He's been good, but umpire says it was a throw, so it's going to be another inside 50.
Don't know if he got rid of that. Anyway.
Yeah, interesting. So they go sideways though.
That's
so Hayden Gammett, looking at the inside 50. He's going to have to be quick if there's any chance here. Goes inside 50. Couldn't quite get to the man. Uraidla now. Clear. Ridliff, like Benny Goldfinch said, and it's going to be last touch for all. Yep, and
Chris Tanner
there saying that's Onka Pringa's kick there with
John Higo.
Yeah, so what can they do
Oh,
here?
good smother. Cooper Nykamp.
So we're done by Nykamp. Cornish though, second, third.
Great tackle, Scott Taylor.
Great pressure. He's been pivotal and effective in this last quarter.
As I said, Nykamp and kicked, he's kicked how many goals now today? 2 Pistols?
First quarter, yep.
19 for the season, but it's the stuff he does off the ball this year for Uraidla, which is very important.
So, meanwhile, free kick being picked out by umpire Pennell. I think it's going to be Spy. It's a siren that sounded.
Great work there by Uraidla.
And Uraidla getting over the line finally. 14-9-93 have defeated a very accurate Bulldogs 13-80 in a very good game of football as our man Jaden J is left to pick out the most effective player.
Oh, I just noticed Joffa Jeffries with his right leg there just iced up Pistols. Just might turn Jaden down slightly for a bit. Just hear him through the head cans.
Uraidla 26-point lead at the quarter time. 21 points at half-time, then a magnificent comeback in the third quarter by the Dogs when they kicked 5-1. Jesse O'Brien showed us he kicked 3. 1 point margin at three-quarter time to Uraidla, but then they steadied in the last quarter after Onka actually hit the front, and they've run out 13-point winners. So Jaden J. Hill.
Scott Taylor.
So Jaden J has, as you see on the screen, has grabbed their nominee for the most effective player on the ground. And gee, what a last quarter he had. He was pretty consistent all day with ball touches, etc. But in the last quarter, he really made it his own, being involved with 3 goals off his own boot and another one, getting the thanks from his coach there as we go down to Jaden J. Hill.
Cheers, thank you, Pistols. Here with Scott Taylor, most effective player of the game. Here you go, Scott. So got the thongs and the beanie there. So enjoy that. Enjoy those ones. Take us through the win.
Look, we started off pretty strong. We knew that we knew that we had to try and get a good start because the last couple of starts have been quite poor. We did fall asleep in the third to make it a lot harder than we would have liked, but we do have some good depth across the lines, and we battled on and got over the line in the end, which was good.
Who are the players that impressed you today and have impressed you throughout the season?
I think the young pups in our team are really starting to step up now and really starting to take some ownership, which is good. The old fossils like myself and some of the other blokes, it does take a toll towards the back end, but it's good. Got a lot of confidence coming through.
And just take us through your footy journey as well at South Adelaide as well, and you take us through your footy journey.
Yeah, so I'm from the Northern Territory, so Alice Springs, Darwin, then South Adelaide, and then spent a couple of years at Scotch, but at Uraidla now, loving Hills footy, and it's fantastic. It's a great group. It's a great community footy club as well, and yeah.
Yep, and just lastly, before I let you go, just take us through the plans for the rest of the season. Obviously, try and get the main premiership this season as you have a cemented third spot, I would think.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, you just need to be in there in the finals, and that's what we're hoping for. We're there now, and we do have a lot of confidence that we can go a little bit further, so we'll just have to see what happens.
Well, good work on the win, mate, and good work on the 4 goals. Well done. Well done to you. Cheers. Back to you, boys.
As always, summing things up nicely, and Scott Taylor, well, 4 goals, and as I said, plenty of creative touches, and working hard around the packs for his team, and was certainly a major contributor in them finally getting over the line.
Good work, Jaden.
And well, you like guys who stand up when things are on the line. As we said, 1 point ball game, they led by at three-quarter time, Jaden J. Hill, and then Dunn scoring at 11 minutes into that final quarter, put the Dogs in front by 2 points.
Cometh the moment, cometh the man, Pistols.
That's
Jaden.
exactly right. And then Harry Allen, once again through good work by Taylor, snapping a goal, and then Taylor himself kicking 2 absolute ripper goals to seal the result in the end, Jaden.
Yeah, so well done to Scott Taylor there, and they needed someone to stand up Uraidla. All the momentum was really for Onka Valley. And yeah, well done to Scott Taylor. It was Harry Allen last time that stepped up for the Northern Demons, and this time it was Taylor. So yeah, well done to Uraidla. You know, there's some tight games here at Balhannah, and 2 and 3 points in 2020 and 2021 there, and this year not so close, 13 points, but still around the 2-goal margin, and it's the highest aggregate score between these two teams. So
Since?
And 93 there, so 173 points the aggregate score since round 16 2010, which was here at Balhannah. So there you go, the highest aggregate score between the two teams.
Well, when you look at the Demons, as I said, the most effective player in our eyes was Taylor, but when you look at it, was a pretty good mixture, cross-section of Turlick, of course, was always danger up forward. Of course, Humphrey Thomas, Lukey Thomas, once again in defence, was very good. I thought Big Clark, once again, Richard carried the ruck on his own, and young Schultz chipped in with a few, but yeah, good performance. Nykamp, as we talk about him, only the 2 goals in the first quarter, but gee, he does a lot of work in setting up his teammates, Benny Goldfinch. And for the Dogs, well, they weren't disgraced and should take some plenty of positives into their into the final next Sunday. Some of their better players, Jaden, in your opinion?
Yeah, for the Dogs, I thought Hayden Gamma was really good, and Jacob Carissa as well. Obviously O'Brien, he was effective for the Dogs in
Houlihan was
front
good.
of goal. Houlihan was good at stages. Well, Sam Green, I thought, was really good around the contest at times as well. Conan Dunn, he chipped in as well. So yeah, that were the few that pulled their weight for the Bulldogs.
I just got a live score from the qualifying final. Meadows in control, 14-21, leading Macclesfield 6-4. So
40, yep, 6-4.
There you go.
So I expect that probably that would have been a result. Well, a victory that a lot of
Chad
people
Dawes kicked 2. Brady Dawes kicked a couple. Jack Dalgleish has kicked 4. So a good performance here from the Dogs.
Fantastic. Just want to give that to us,
Yeah,
Jaden.
so the live score, Mount Lofty and Achunga. So Mount Lofty 22-18 to 8-6 in the end. So
they had to make up 111 points. So you're only winning by 13 here.
Yep, so 150 Mount Lofty.
They needed a 20-goal win. So what was it, 22 to 8?
Yeah, so it was 150 to 54, I believe.
Yeah.
Was the score there? If
Yep.
my maths is correct.
So they got a wriggle on.
They did get a wriggle on in that last quarter. Obviously, they were watching the players must have had their phones out there and said watching the call.
And just to once again, we're on the camera here. I was just going to say, Salish, if we could get up Darcy Hurrigan's 100-goal moment. Sorry for just taking things off course here.
Right. The man's a centipede, octopus.
They've all got the cameras filming, and good work there for the Rams, who will play Uraidla next Saturday.
Absolutely, looking forward to that. So interesting, Uraidla haven't beaten a side above them this year, but you never know. It's a bit in the first round. It's might be above because Uraidla did start the season a little bit shabbily. Jaden?
Well, they've now got a run on of 6 straight away wins. So
wow.
So there you go. So if the stats are there, well, they're half a chance. So well done to Uraidla on this occasion.
And of course, as always, Salish, we must thank our valuable supporters, of course, for Call the Wild. You got it right there. Filming Footy, Dartfish and Sports Interactive, and of course HFL sponsors, Police Credit Union, Closey Supermarkets, West End, Sports Power, Sharon Courier, Rossdale Home Sports Centre, and Think Road Safety, and as always, the community club supporters, and of course on this occasion for Onka Valley Football Club. So look, he does it all.
They're multitasking here.
One-handed, he's brilliant.
It's
brilliant.
That's talents.
We'll just get that one up, Jade. Just sing us
to
a
you,
song,
mate.
Jade, while we're waiting for this to go. And of course, don't forget, if you're on Lofty, stay tuned because Lofty Lounge is coming up after
Here we
5.
go. Look out.
We
Goldie
love
with the
that, don't we,
tunes.
Benny?
Good show. Lofty 88.9, Adelaide Hills Community Radio. Get involved. Would you like to be a sponsor, member, whatever?
There we go, Jade. Give it the best
So,
work.
Talking about sponsors, so Closey's Supermarket, Foodland, the Mighty South Aussies, Oakbank Hotel, Bird in Hand, just up the road from me actually, and Adcock Real Estate as well for the Onka Pringa Valley Bulldogs.
And for the Uraidla District's Demons,
Just get it up here.
there it is, Jaden.
Yep, so Bridgestone Select, Tyres McGill, Effects Technology Managed, Mount Barker, Bottle and Can, Sexton Glover, Watts and Tapa Napa Australia. So there we go, the sponsors for your Uraidla.
Righto. And of course, don't forget, tomorrow's Super Sunday here. As far as the HFLW goes, Jaden, live stream the grand final day from Uraidla Oval.
Yep.
Just want to take us through that.
Yeah, so the under 14s, 10:45, so we'll commence, and the under 14 girls. So that will be an interesting contest there. And under 17 girls is a Harndorf and Mount Lofty straight after 12 o'clock. And then you got the Open Women's Premiership decider at 1:30. So Mount Lofty and Blackwood Green. So you guys obviously spoke to Bustling Bet Northcott during the week. So it'll be interesting to see how she goes and how Mount Lofty go in that game. Should be a great game between the two teams.
All right, and of course next Saturday, spring would have sprung means Division 1 final. So Saturday, we can't tell you where we'll be yet, but obviously Nan v Uraidla.
Yeah. So that should be interesting. Yeah, we could be back here at Balhannah. You never know, but yeah, it should be a great contest.
And in the elimination final on Sunday will be Mount Lofty up against, of course, Onkas.
So.
And country division action tomorrow, if you want to head along to that. Springy Bark Park in Meadows is Torrens Valley up against Kangarilla. And next Saturday, we know, is Gumaraka versus Meadows for a direct passage into the grand final. But in the meantime, tomorrow, we will be at Uraidla for the women's grand final day.
Yep, can't wait for that. So we're just about to wind up here, boys, and obviously we'll go home and study the notes for another busy day on Sunday.
Yes.
Jane, you'll have to leave church early, mate. Is that all right?
Yeah, no worries at all. And get the stats ready for tomorrow. So it should be a great day of women's footy.
Yep, so looking forward to that. And as I said, join us tomorrow morning from about 10:45 on your usual stream places.
Yes.
So without further ado, we might go and start studying up the notes, Jaden, get those stats ready.
Yep.
As we leave it from Balhannah Oval with the news that Uraidla Districts have maintained a third spot for the final with a very good 13-point win over a very gallant Bulldog side. So until we talk again tomorrow, you don't have to wait a week to see us.
No.
We'll catch you tomorrow on Sunday. So overnight, keep chasing your goals, and we'll see you tomorrow here on the Call of the Wild through Filming Footy. Bye for now.
See you tomorrow.